Last time on Wild West, The Reckoning, the Spirit Chasers, having separated themselves only momentarily, decided to send one group back to Austin and a smaller group to remain in San Francisco. While there, Walter contemplated the loss of his former self and visited the place where he died. There was also a brief meeting with the president of Austin, as well as, I'm sorry, president of the Republic of Texas, my bad. There was also an unexpected meeting with a small goblin man by the name of Pot Stickers, who happened to be the CEO of the Cobalt Caravan Company. However, ultimately, in the end, Walter arranged to have his body taken with him back to San Francisco so that they might hold a proper funeral for the him that once did exist. They then headed back to the Hunters Association for a little bit of interaction with his old friend Benny, having a couple of drinks with one of their friendly adventuring groups, the Bulwark, and they kind of drank themselves into the night. Not too much, but, just a pleasant evening. And I'd be picking up the next morning. So, say those of you that would have drank a lot, you probably would have passed out at the table. Those of you that did not, you would have easily found an empty room upstairs. And yeah, say a good number of the Bulwark is just passed out at the table there in the early morning hours.
Yeah, Walter would come
Mary is
downstairs
passed out on this table.
You said what?
Walter made it upstairs.
Oh, you made it upstairs. Very good.
May I cut in for something?
Sure.
Meanwhile, at Grandma's. And get back in the enchanting until those guys get back.
Wait, if it's early morning for us, you guys are still asleep.
You don't know
Oh,
what
yeah.
hours gets.
There's a time difference, isn't there?
Not much. It's only a couple hours.
It'd be 2 hours,
2
yeah.
hours, yeah.
Maybe Jarvis is just getting up early.
Yeah. I mean, you can get up early. I have no idea if Center would, though.
No,
It sounds like what Dustin definitely wouldn't do. I don't know if it's something his character would do. I don't know. You want to plan? All right. Tom's going to take over as center for now.
All right, then I get Center up to help work on his hat.
What are you getting me up this early for?
Your hat. We need to keep finishing it.
Can I sleep for a little bit more?
Big sip of coffee. No.
Alright, did you hear from the others yet?
No.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll get up. He gets up and goes to the bathroom.
As you do.
Spends about 20 minutes in there.
Motherfucker, get out of there.
He heads to the outhouse first thing in the morning, spends 20 minutes in it.
I don't think anyone will spend 20 minutes in an outhouse.
He just fell asleep on the can.
He might have. Center, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Roll me a low DC con check to see whether or not you fall asleep on the can.
He's a sorcerer. He's proficient in it.
Give me
He's
access.
probably passing.
Oh shit, you're right. Hold on.
Wisdom.
This very delicately with like one finger because I don't want to get chicken wing grease on my fucking. Okay. Marcus Dean.
Don't you have napkins?
Marcus Dean. Yeah, I don't know where I put them.
Oh my god. Thank you.
Do you have access?
Center Flint. Alright. I'll silvery barbs myself if I roll high.
Fuck out of here. Make the fucking con check.
He's
Oh my
gone.
god.
Oh, yeah. You're wide awake. Whoever was in this outhouse before you really bombed it up.
That's probably it.
Just that kind
And,
Oh,
of your existence.
oh god. This reminds me of back home.
Guys,
what?
You don't remember? Oh wait, you know center. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not Marcus right now. I'm center. Oh god. Is
What is That's
Is-
what happens
is-
when you switch to an all mush diet for the bird.
I was about to say, is Granny teaching the bird how to use the bathroom, like in the outhouse?
well, considering that you're not there, you're not sure. She could be.
Can I inspect the outhouse to see if there's any bird droppings?
All right, it's like blue o'clock. The sun hasn't fully like crested over the horizon yet. It's a little dark in there. And they're just a regular human. I don't know if he's got
He
any
has night
goggles in
vision
there.
goggles.
I'm gonna cast light. Oh, so yeah, the night vision goggles. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that helps too.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know how well it's going to help you discern scat down a 20-foot hole, but
Oh, it's 20 feet. Damn, they dug.
Right down it.
okay, I might be exaggerating, but you usually dig like you dig like 10 feet for a good outhouse. All right, sure. Make me a perception check.
Okay.
As we look for shit.
There's a lot of shit down there. Now I'm gonna need you to add a nature check to that to see if you can discern any bird droppings.
I'm proficient in that.
Oh,
Oh, I rolled bad.
lots of shades of gray. You have no idea. Some of it does look sort of, softer.
Oh, I was rolling on fucking Marcus, son of a bitch. Hold on.
What's his proficiency modifier? Is it also a 5?
That's a 5. Yeah.
Marcus is having a drunken dream.
Center-
about bird droppings.
Center has a -2 to perception and a minus. Oh no, he just has a 1 to nature. So, the nature is a. What is it, a 3 or 4?
All right, just humor me and roll it off of his sheet real quick. Let's see if it's
Both of them?
better. Or worse. Yeah. Yeah, now roll the. Oh yeah, it's definitely worse. He has. Yeah, you have no idea. You're like, that's a lot of poop.
All right. Well, then I just ask the source. Then, is Jarvis outside the outhouse?
At this point, after about 20 minutes of him being in the outhouse, Jarvis, would you have come out to check on him?
Not me, but Alfred would.
Halfreen would? Okay. So you- You unlock the outhouse door and it creaks open, and you see just kind of flapping, chilling there is Halfreen.
Hello, Mini Jarvis. Do you know where Granny is?
They hold a paper in their hand. It says, "You good?"
I'm better now. It was like that recent fight that we were in. That's where I was doing it with the toilet. But do you know where Granny is?
It cocks its head.
Which
It appears
which
to be
direction?
in the direction of the house.
Okay. I go in the house.
Very well. You go into the house, and Granny. Yeah, I feel like Granny would be an early riser, just like she'd be early to go to bed, like most old folk. She'd just be beginning to sort of like do her morning routine, and she would kind of look over in your general direction. Oh, good morning, sweetie.
Good morning, Granny.
Good morning, neighbor. Voltec calling. Sorry. No.
Do you know why the outhouse smells like that?
Oh,
We don't talk
well,
about
it's
the
been a
outhouse.
while. It's while since I've poured some powdered lime down there to suppress some things. It also could be, well, Granny has been having some bowel troubles lately.
Oh no, Granny, are you okay?
Oh, nothing that the local doctor won't be able to fix with one of his tinctures. Oh,
He enters through another room, leaves, and then leaves the house with a bag of lye.
You're not teaching the bird to use the bathroom, are you?
well, at first, no, but then I thought to myself, I'm awfully too old to be cleaning up bird poop from inside of my own house. So I kind of, put him out there one day and saw if maybe he'd learn the ropes, so to speak, and, well, he hasn't crapped in the house, so.
Are you telling me the bird goes into the outhouse, opens the door, closes the door, shits, opens the door, closes the door again?
No!
I have no idea. I haven't personally seen him do it.
Where
but
is the bird?
the bird is roosting in this sort of like makeshift. You're assuming it's like an old crib. It could have been like Walter's. Walter, Granny is your father's mother or your mother's mother?
Father's mother, but Walter's never been to their house before. They moved like a bit after Walter turned 10ish.
Okay, so yeah. So do you think that it was a crib that was used for Walter's father when he was a wee bab, and maybe it's just kind of like come with them over the move, like one of those things that they can't, they don't want to get rid of memories, stuff like that. Maybe give it to somebody else. But Granny's found a new purpose for it, and you see what appears to be several sheets and like a blanket, kind of like rolled up into like a semi sort of nest, and then there's a couple of like shiny objects. Like some of them are like some utensils that seem to have been taken, and little bits of like scraps of paper and tufts of like feathers and whatnot, and the bird is in fact just there, kind of, roosting.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, Jarvis, are you ready?
Jarvis died.
I'm still here. I just realized I skipped a part on the schooling process.
Skip the what?
I said I'm working on a Warhammer figurine.
Oh, right. I was like, what did I skip? But yeah, Jarvis, he asked you a question.
I'm outside now, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. He went outside to go put the stuff in the outhouse.
All right. Yeah. Hold
Wow.
on.
Very
Travis
well.
is now with a mask on, leaving the outhouse with an empty bag of lye. What's up?
No. Just you told me to wake up. I'm here to help.
Well, we're working on your stuff, so let's get to it.
Okay.
Another 8 hours of work to go.
Oh boy, I'm excited.
Don't worry, I'm eventually gonna help speed up the process. Or if any of our caster buddies come back to help accelerate even further.
Okay. Yeah, on your go.
And we proceed to work on his, as he calls it, his gnome hat.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Alrighty. It might have. As you guys begin working on the gnome hat, I will cut back over to the others as you are awakening from your night of drinking.
Botry is also good at one.
Walter like
Did you
kind
shave
of like
myself that clean?
shakes Marcus a bit, his shoulder.
Making sure he's alive.
No, just trying to wake him up.
I will say he doesn't awaken immediately because he just got up to go do something.
Oh, all right. I guess I'll druid craft some smelling salts if I can do that. You create an instantaneous harmless sensory effect. The faint odor of a skunk. Such as okay, yeah, I guess I could create the smell of smelling salts under his nose. I'll do that, and then
Reasonably.
I'll go to Bruce.
What's up? Oh my god. I'm awake.
All right. Good morning. Check on Mary.
You see that she's, I'm assuming, up already since she prestidigitated herself clean.
All right. Should we order some breakfast here, or are we trying to leave early? What's the plan?
I don't know.
I could eat breakfast.
Probably good to have breakfast. Don't want to skip it. It's the most important meal of the day.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Actually, when was breakfast declared the most important meal of the day?
When did Big Breakfast take over?
Do the breakfast. That's what Big Breakfast wants you to think. I'll say,
1917.
Oh,
Imagine it's something that Aaron would have mentioned at some point.
Not canon.
It's not canon.
Aaron was not a big breakfast eater.
Okay.
yeah, he comes from a time in which the most important meal of the day is whatever you have as soon as you wake up in the middle of the day.
All right, it was first said as the most important meal of the day in 1917, but it wasn't popular as that until 1960.
Yeah, who cares about breakfast?
Doesn't eat breakfast often.
Hey, breakfast.
Pancakes invented yet?
Of course.
I'm getting some pancakes. Pancakes were invented in 600 BC. Okay. Jeez.
I'll say,
Do you have any
what
maple
also
syrup?
general store is the one that serves as essentially where you go to get your food because it's the one that looks like it has a bunch of food. And you smell a plethora of smells, and many a food is being made on a big griddle, and this owl is just kind of like bobbing around from spot to spot, chefing it up. Excuse me. I'll just kind of
4 plates of pancakes, please.
pancakes. Well, okay, 4 plates of pancakes. As if he's saying it to someone other than himself, and then immediately gets to it.
Also, do you have any maple syrup?
And he'll just like kind of hop over on one foot, lean really far, and grab it with his feather from underneath the counter, and then put it up on top of the counter, and then hop back over.
Awesome, thank you.
You got it. I'll say it doesn't take too long before he just starts putting out plates one after the other.
All right, I'll help. I guess I'll help Mary carry them back to the others.
I'll help. I'll carry.
I got 2.
So, I'll carry the other 2.
Doesn't seem like
Give it to
Marcus is awake
whoever
yet. I'll
doesn't
put
have one.
another instance of smelling salts in his nose.
Start heating up the fan with water. How about that?
And then all of a sudden, hold on in a second, I gotta time it. He's sitting down. And at that moment, the smelling salts assail your senses, Marcus, and you awaken.
Oh my god. What happened?
Night passed. There's some pancakes.
Why? How did I get to the table?
You were always here.
You passed out here.
You never left.
Is this the Twilight Zone?
Yeah, we started at the table. Then the night took us to many places around the town, and then we made it back.
Bullshit! It ain't canon.
Nah, I'm fucking.
Fuck.
We were here. We passed out like after an hour of drinking, and then we've been
Oh.
here all night.
An hour. That's pretty late for us.
Yeah,
Our proudest moments.
in our
Shut
old age, we're getting old, Marcus. That's it.
Here's
Are
some
we-
pancakes. I got some maple syrup too, if you guys want it.
Do they have a pancake eating contest here?
Probably not. They would have announced it already.
Is there like a waiter?
Hunters Association
Um,
record for pancakes.
There was a guy that you remember would be around and serve drinks, but that's like afternoon to like evening.
Okay.
You don't see a waiter right now. It's just mostly everyone just going to get their own breakfast and whatnot.
See. Well, thank you for the pancakes. What's on the agenda today?
Head back, and then hag stuff, right? Or are we going to San Francisco and we're gonna have a nice little ceremony for Walter?
We can't deal with the hag until after the doc finishes
Right.
the portal attractor, and then
Which he said would take.
yeah, about a week. But we'll have the thing for my old self. We have to go pick that up, and then we'll go pick up my corpse, head to San Francisco, then I think come back because we have to kill a monster.
Yeah, there's a monster on its way here, I think.
Sure is.
Or no, we got to do a few contracts to earn some money so I could get my weapon, and that will give us enough time to actually prepare for the monster, and then we'll head out, intercept it, kill it, come back, get the portal device, go to San Francisco, summon a portal, fight whatever comes out of it, go to the hags, figure out what the hell is happening with Mary and Aaron, and then after that, mostly free.
Okay.
Sounds quite busy.
You gonna discuss it with your other party members?
Did you hear that? I don't... It was like a fly. I think there was a fly flying around somewhere.
Yeah, we'll let them know when we get there.
All right, so we gotta talk to gotta get your body and then head back.
Alrighty. Not bothering me.
Right. It should be too hard. I can easily carry it.
Alrighty. So, if all that you guys are going to do before you head back to San Francisco is essentially just pick up your body, I can kind of like jump cut that a little bit if you want me to. You want to endure it? Okay. You guys have your breakfast. It's delicious. You have a painfully grueling slog back to the no. Fuck you.
Oh no! Why you do that? Why you gotta do that?
What?
Oh, the horror wants to make us suffer.
We're here. Just suffer.
Suffer. I'll say, oh God. Sure. The bishop's just not even there this time. but the corpse of Pip is. The bishop is
No, I
Back in the
put Pip's remains in my backpack because I'm gonna use them for inventions.
Earl.
Not
Okay.
inventions. Salvage
Waste of-
magical
huh?
items.
Still only 10 gold.
All right. So you come to the spot, and the sheet's been neatly laid back over you again.
All right. Can't quite reach. All right, got it.
Mark. All right.
Yeah.
You would notice through the door that Walter was struggling to get his body.
Do you want some help?
No, I got it. He's like kind of like carrying it in his arms, like I guess like kind of how Ed carried Walter after he died.
Except that the one thing you're carrying is taller than you are.
Yeah.
Who's stronger?
Walter's the strongest.
I believe that is correct.
As long as he has his belt on, he is the strongest.
All
right.
Alrighty.
I guess who's teleporting us back? Is it you or Bruce, Mary?
I mean, either of us can. I don't know if he said he didn't have it like ready or something yesterday.
Oh, I'm sure I switched that overnight. I said I was going to do that, but
It's the morning you can do it.
yeah, you can get it this time. I said I'll buy them and do them the next few times.
Okay. Right, so I will cast teleportation circle
Alrighty.
with the one in I think it's in the church in San Francisco.
Yep, it would be the church in San Francisco. So say you all pile together, and find your way back.
Zoom out so it stops being blurry. Zoom back in.
So that it focuses.
Are we gonna make any side trips recording back to Grams?
Oh, we have a bunch of stops to make before we get back to you guys.
Okay.
We have to do a thing to stall for time, do another thing for stall for more time.
We
Drugs.
have to stop for the cops because Walter's carrying a corpse through the city.
Asking so I know when to start actively paying attention instead of passively.
You gotta go through a whole court process because Walter still has the corpse and refuses to let the cops take it.
It's my own body!
Wait, is it considered auto cannibalism if you eat your own corpse?
Technically, no, but also yes.
Yes, but actually no.
In this instance, because Walter has a new body, it's essentially a different body, so it would just be cannibalism.
But we can make a husk out of it.
It's a bit too late to do that.
Or if the cleric feels weird, they could make a friend out of it.
I love friends.
Do it right, you can get 2 friends out of it.
Do it right.
Good.
There's that one undead that is just the flesh without a skeleton in it.
Yeah, you remove the skeleton, make a skeleton out of the skeleton, and then you make a...
And then you make whatever that undead was called.
Flesh Walter
I
and
can't remember
Bone.
what that one was called.
That's weird. Skin puppet. I don't know.
There's actually concepts I think someone posted a long time ago.
So I'll say you guys reappear in the church. And you're...
They're not mid-sermon, are they?
No, they're not this time.
They're
however,
literally called a boneless.
one
They're
of
from
the
Van Richten's.
oh, that's what it's called. It's called a boneless.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is it a fan made or an actual D&D thing?
Well, judging by the fact that I just said it's from Van Richten's.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
It's expanded stride. Yo. All right. So you guys come in and they're not mid-sermon or anything. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of guests around because of the time difference. So it's mostly just like some of the brothers and a few of the sisters walking around and like lighting candles and sort of like getting things ready to open up later on, and just kind of going about like their morning prayer. A couple of them kind of like jump up in shock, but they don't make too big of a deal of it. And one of the priests, the only priest, he notices that you're carrying like a limp person, and he's just like, are you in need of assistance? Is one of you hurt?
Oh no, it's just my corpse. We're having a funeral for it over at my grandma's house.
He looks absolutely vexed by that statement. Right. Okay. All right. Well, at least you're not bringing it back from the dead.
That's for the after party.
He looks at you with mild concern.
He's joking.
Oh, okay.
Being holy was cool, reanimate dead.
I mean, they kind of already did bring him back, and that's why there's two of them.
Yeah, I'm a dwarf
You get the
now. I
feeling-
used to be human.
Undead. Because you know that like one of their tenants is abhorring undead, so at least that's like they're open about that. But yeah, he'll just kind of all right. Well, good luck, I guess. My condolences. And then that's
Do we need
basically
like a
it.
path to transport a corpse to the city to get him to the funeral?
What?
Like, y'all work in a church, you probably, like, for funerals, do you need, like, a pass to, like, carry someone through the city?
No.
I mean, if we're stopped by officers, we can just show them my face, his face, my corpse's face.
I mean, how do they know it's not just, like, a twin? Maybe you killed your twin brother.
How would I be a twin of someone who is not a dwarf?
How would it be you if it's not a dwarf?
He'll just hold on. Let me see what I can do, and then he just walks away for a few minutes, and then he comes back with like what do they call it? Like a stretcher, and your body already still has the cloth around it, I assume.
Yeah.
So he'll like help you lay it down on the stretcher, and then he takes like a smaller cloth that just has like the Church of the Reckoning cross and drapes that over like the chest area, and he's just like, there, you should be fine now. Nobody will stop you. Just say you're bringing it to the burial area, cemetery, wherever you're going to be interring yourself.
I think he's burying himself in his family plot.
Right, then take it where you need to, and you shouldn't be bothered.
Thank you.
Walter, if you're alive, does this count as burying yourself alive?
No, I kind of view my other body as a different person, sort of. It's hard to explain. In a sense, kind of like a brother, but not really.
Wait, your
Walter's
corpse
having a little bit of a crisis, I think, now. Trying to figure out how to explain it.
Alrighty. So now that I've finished washing my hands, I'll say you guys eventually make it to Granny's. You get a number of looks along the way, but ultimately no one stops you. You do even see like a few local police, and they just kind of like they look at you, and then like one of them goes to walk over, but then he sees the shroud, and he's like, "All right." And then he turns around and
They nod their
kind of
heads
lets you go.
solemnly.
You solemnly, yeah, they let you go back to business.
Bruce, we need to keep this shroud. It makes people not ask questions.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, and then by the time you reach Granny's, I would say that this is when Jarvis and Center would be already working on the gnome hat, so they'd be at the forge doing their thing.
Right now, we're just channeling magic into it. Getting a shape was fine. It's the enchanting process that takes fucking forever.
Yep. Manipulating the weave is no simple task.
Oh, hey guys. So, what's with the stretcher?
That's my old body.
Oh, that's morbid.
Yeah, I feel like having a funeral for it would be good.
Or whatever floats your boat, man.
Uh, guys, mind helping me set it down outside because I gotta explain this to my gran, so she doesn't freak out.
Oh. This reminds me, you owe me 10 gold.
Oh yeah, I toss him 10 gold.
Thank you kindly.
You want to just lay it down, or you want one of us to hold you up? I don't know if
just,
it's like.
just set the stretcher down.
Oh, okay.
And is Ed here? Because we might need some help digging a
Hey, let me ask-
6
what do you
foot
need?
deep
Oh, God.
grave.
What's that?
I would say,
Ed has
when you
been
say
doing
it-
lots of work.
you would see a distance down the road. You feel like you might have like just missed him after you left the city, or he didn't really notice that you guys were in front of him, or something along the lines of that. But you do see Ed's bald head sort of like cresting over like a dip in the road, and he sees everybody sort of gathered outside of Granny's, and he starts waving.
I'll wave at Ed. Yeah, I'll go talk to Granny. You guys mind asking him to help dig a grave. I'll show you where. Points like kind of like behind the house a bit, and you see like where his grandfather's buried. Like just
Do you want,
not
do you want,
immediately next to it. Like give it some space, but around there.
do you want us to give you like wait till we get the okay from Granny, or you want us to start digging right now?
Oh crap. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I'll go talk to her right now.
Alrighty, you walk into Granny's house, and you don't see Granny.
I'll check.
You don't hear
other
her
rooms?
moving around. All right, you go from room to room, and yeah, no, you can't find her. The only person, the only individual that you find within the house is the bird. And at this point, it's woken up and it's just looking at you with both of its heads.
Hey, I forgot the names. Shit.
Was it like Charlie Jr. or something else?
One was Aaron Jr.
Aaron Jr.
Aaron Jr. and the other. Sorry, I forget your name. Other one.
That one squints its eyes.
Pretty sure it was Charlie.
Charlie, that's
I
it.
think Charlie, yeah.
Charlie.
Yeah,
Charlie and Aaron
Charlie.
Jr. Sorry, Charlie. Have you seen my gran? She's been the one that's been feeding you mush lately.
They both kind of like almost do this thing where like they look at each other and then they look at you, and then one just goes.
One does what?
Oh, is it not picking it up? He just made bird noises.
Okay. Unfortunately, you guys are not considered a beast, more of a monstrosity, so my speak with animals does not work.
See, like I'd almost rule it where like it could because they're like technically still a bird, but nah.
Where's the fun
You know,
in that?
Mary did something yesterday, so you could talk to them.
I think it was tongues or something. All right. Well, thanks anyway. So keep looking.
There's almost like a shrug of the shoulders, but you're not quite sure.
But yeah, didn't Marcus tell me to like train him or something?
Train the birds in magic.
I don't remember.
I think one of you, yeah, it might have been Bruce, was tasked with teaching the bird how to speak.
Bruce has to teach the birds to be better mages than Patterson is.
I will
Yeah.
train them to peck out his eyeballs.
Inflict the blinded condition upon Patterson. Go. But yeah, Walter, you search the whole house quite literally top to bottom, and she is nowhere to be found.
I guess I'll head over to Center and Jarvis and ask if they've seen her.
Have you checked the outhouse?
That's okay. I guess I'll go knock on it.
Very well. You head to the outhouse, you knock on the door, and you hear, occupied!
Oh, sorry, Gran. Just I'll talk to you when you get out.
Oh, sweetie! You're back! Okay. Give Granny a few minutes.
My bad.
I'll talk to Marcus about that. See if there's anything we can help with her bowels.
I'll say.
We'll be out front.
All right. Yeah. After a little while, Gran will come on out and meet you guys out front. Okay. You said you wanted to talk to me.
Well, Gran, we popped over to Austin, came back because we were only going to be there for a little bit. But while there, we picked up my old body, and because I feel like it'd be good to have a funeral for it, as I kind of see it as sort of like another me, like almost kind of like a brother, but not really.
Well, okay. It sounds a little bit strange, but I can understand the sentiment behind it.
Oh, Jarvis, I completely forgot. Is there a way we could record the funeral into like a rock that I can give my parents so they can also have witnessed it?
Yes and no. I mean, I'm busy with this right now, and to make something that would work like that, hold on a moment. Center, can you hold the hat?
Yeah, sure.
Just keep focusing on that energy of the mage armor.
Focusing.
Focus in.
Alright. Let's see. Actually, where is it? Magical tinkering. To make an object that records something for extended periods of time. Would that be a common magical item? Or uncommon? Also, you're asking for like a visual or an audio?
Just a visual, like a projection of it.
Wow.
With audio.
DM?
It'd be programmed illusion, pretty much.
Yeah.
Which is neither of those things. Neither of those rarities.
Asking me to do was that 6th or 5th level spell?
6.
That's a 6th level spell.
Yeah.
That's like pushing into what? Tail end of rare?
6 would probably be very rare.
Yeah, it'd be very rare.
That would be extremely difficult for me to make in a timely manner.
Oh, okay. I guess. Alright, I guess I'll just tell my parents about it when I see them next.
I mean, if you want, I could literally take some captions and try to transcribe them into more permanent images.
That would work.
Give me a couple crayons. I'm your guy.
Do we actually have crayons?
I'll look at my grand.
Calling a
Ah.
marine care package.
I don't think Crayola exists yet. Shut up.
Crayons have not been invented yet.
Oh, is Center here?
I guess.
Can you believe it?
Chalk.
I thought I played a good Center.
No,
I
Tom,
can't
you
wait to
know-
see it.
What did he say?
He said, yeah, we'll call it in as a marine care package. When you put the-
A bunch of crayons.
It's the Marine's favorite snack.
Yummy.
Ostensibly.
I
The
have,
Marines aren't invented yet, so crayons aren't invented yet.
What are you talking about? Marines are invented.
I know.
Yeah. And
The
thus
crayons
are
aren't
bug
invented,
crayons.
So it's a joke.
That just means that they're eating candles.
1775, motherfucker!
Wax.
Yummy wax.
It's a midnight snack, and you can light it up.
2 in 1.
But yeah, she'll say that she has like some charcoal and stuff, and like a pen, but she's like, I don't think that'll do too good for drawing. I'm gonna have to sketch with the charcoal.
I was mostly joking, Walter. I'm not that great of an artist. Although stick figures, if I draw an arrow and put who it is above it, they can probably tell who it is.
You just focus on enjoying the funeral, I guess. Let Jarvis do the work.
Sounds good.
Enjoying the funeral.
Oh, I'll be enjoying it, all right.
Yeah, Grant, I was thinking burying it near, at least not directly next to, because that's not how graves work, but over by where Grandpa's buried.
Okay, all right, sweetie. I never thought I'd bury my grandson, but all right.
So I thought your grandson would be burying himself.
Happy to have you buried by him.
I'd be happy to bury you.
Right. Let Gran get the shovel.
Oh, Gran, we'll do it.
Yeah, me and Ed can do it.
No.
It's fine.
Oh, all right. I wasn't gonna dig. I was just gonna get you the shovel.
I know.
I can't. Right. All right.
Walter.
Oh, yeah, Ed's here, by the way. No.
I know that you don't follow the Church of the Reckoning, but in
I
respect
do,
to you,
just not to the extent that you do.
right? Which is fine. I was just gonna say, out of respect, would you like me to say a few words?
I mean,
You
you're the
stop talking twice first.
yeah. You do come through. I think Dylan's mic.
Well, I mean, they're in the same place. So.
Bro, you
Makes sense.
couldn't do that out the door.
Well, I let Climber out, and the fart just kind of slipped out as I was leaning. What?
No,
Why are you looking
you
at me?
closed
like
the door when it was happening.
that? Okay, all right. Look, it happened. Master Oogway says, "Don't be sad.
Get the fuck out!
Be happy that it happened."
I can't believe Dylan's on trial at the Hague for chemical warfare.
Yeah, I just dropped Zyklon D. What I'm telling you, man. Yo, hold on, chill. Whoa, what are you doing? No, Tom, don't do it.
I'll tell you what, I'm going.
No.
It's
Oh,
racket
no.
time.
Live from another dimension. The DM has been attacked interdimensionally by a character.
I've been interdimensionally attacked.
Final boss of the campaign was Dylan all along.
Yeah, I was actually the true boss, and Tom figured it out before all of you, so point to him.
Yeah, I smelled it first too.
All right.
Comes with a nice little paint guide.
So let's say you get the shovel, and Ed'll be like, "Yeah, sorry by the way that I've been gone. I had to take care of some stuff, but I'm here now for the funeral."
The fly's open.
Say what?
The fly's open.
No, it's not.
Ah, made you look.
It doesn't even have a fly.
Yeah, I don't. These
Why-
pants are easy.
I was gonna say, why is your dick hanging out?
It's not. What are you talking about?
That freaking improv.
Um.
Well, my mini is done. Well, constructed.
Construction.
Oh, what'd you mean?
I'll send a picture.
Alrighty. So yeah. So say Ed and Walter, you guys start digging. You start digging a nice little spot right next to your grandpa. Not too close, not too far away, just right. And I'd say, Walter, while you have more strength than Ed, he lets you dig like the first few feet. And then after that, he's like, "Yeah, buddy, you should let me handle that." Because,
Starts getting to a territory where I can't climb out.
yep. I'm better at pulling myself up and out. So don't you worry. And he digs the remainder. And I'll say it takes a bit to dig a fucking grave by hand.
6 foot deep grave.
Your
This is not a
experience,
shallow.
Dylan?
This is not a shallow.
Yeah, it's not shallow. It's not shallow.
Fucking easy.
I'll say it takes you like the better part of the like it's almost like 11 o'clock now at this point, because y'all got here like just as the sun was starting to come up, and it's towards like the winter months. So like, yeah, you were digging for a good bit, swapping back and forth until end of summer, start of winter months.
2 people digging a grave by hand takes about 4 to 5 hours.
Does it actually?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I wasn't exaggerating. So yeah, takes you guys about that long. On the longer side, because like you're not like really in a rush for it, so you're just kind of like,
We're also not professional grave diggers.
you're not professional grave diggers. Oh, okay.
Everyone's grabbing a shovel and calling themselves a grave digger nowadays.
While you and Ed are digging the grave, Mary, you head back into the house, and you see the bird, and it's just kind of chilling there. And when you come in, both of the heads just immediately like snap towards you. You're watching like your every movement.
Oh snap!
Can't believe Mary died.
Yeah, I can't believe Mary died.
Right.
Another one bites the dust.
Why is the dust?
All right, you just kind of like standing there for a bit. You're having a little bit of a stare off with it, and both of them, they look at each other again, and then they look back at you, and the expression seems to have softened. They no longer look like wary or angry or anything like that. Instead, they're just kind of like looking towards you expectantly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up and try to pet the burp. Or pet both of the
Well,
birds.
And you attempt to pet birds, and this time they let you.
Yo, third time's the charm.
30 times the charm.
That works.
Seem very accepting of it.
That actually worked. That's actually kind of cool.
Oh, you sent the picture in?
It through roll 20.
Hey, nice.
Fancy.
Oh, is that what you made?
Yeah.
What is that? That looks like a telegraph thing.
Oh, that's pretty cool. For the
It's
outside.
called Train. It's from Warhammer.
Oh my God! I'm like just seeing it from a distance.
You could
Oh,
just
okay.
you can right click it and put open image in new tab.
Right click, open image.
He's got a really nice look, doesn't he?
Oh, is it one of those Necron things?
No, this is part of Zinch's army. Is a demon.
Oh, nice. But yeah, so the bird accepts the pettings and seems very happy, and they're kind of like letting out like little coos and trills.
Very good. I will give them the jerky part of one of my rations, or like whatever dried meat thing.
Very well. When you give it, like you almost like instinctively hand it towards like one head, and then they both start like fighting each other for it. They're like ripping it to pieces, and then they end up, getting like semi-equal shares that they've like ripped off, and they're like eating it up, and they seem quite pleased. Very, very happy birds. Well,
Good.
happy bird, singular.
Happy bird.
Happy bird.
Hey, so Marcus, are you sure you want me to train your birds?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, so we need a little contract thing. So you just have to trust my teaching process, and you cannot question me.
Okay.
You trust me?
I trust you.
Fuck yeah! All right. In the 5 hours, I would like to take the birds on a road trip, a little tour.
Yeah.
All right. I go up to the birds and I point towards the door and I like beckon them to follow me.
Okay. So at this point, they would have eaten the rations, and they'll look like over towards you, past Mary, and like they see that you're trying to like beckon them towards you. They'll both look at Mary, almost like seeking approval.
What are you doing with them, Bruce?
I'm gonna teach them how to be a badass bird.
He's taking them to He's taking them to Kentucky.
That sounds cool. Can I come with you?
Oh, of course.
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
All right. Do the birds follow?
Yeah, the birds follow. Well, the bird follows. God damn it. Yeah.
All right. First location on our tour is the gambling house. Come on, birds. We're gonna win some money.
Oh my God.
What? You're gonna lose your bird. You're gonna fucking lose your bird to gambling.
Marcus gets told,
Already?
"You're not allowed to question how I train your child," and Marcus says, "Okay."
Literally.
All right. You guys, knowing that it'll take a number of hours for the grave to be dug, you embark on a journey with the birds. Marcus, are you going with them or no?
Yes.
Okay. So Marcus, Mary, and Bruce take Charlie and Aaron Jr. to a local gambling house. You find one easily enough within like the first several blocks of the city. There's a spot where they say that like they have poker and they have dice games. It looks to be a rather seedy establishment.
All right, we're gonna do some people watching, Mr. Birds. Mr. Charlie, is it Charles or Charlie, Marcus?
Charlie.
All right, Charlie and Aaron Jr. This is all you need to know about people. The birds can't understand him, but he doesn't care. This is all you need to know about people, right? You need to know the scummiest of the scummy, and we're gonna do some people watching.
Okay.
So just sit, watch the hands, watch the body language. This is all you need to know about Common.
Alrighty. So you guys head into this place. And at first, it seems like the bartender's going to like give you trouble with the bird. But one of the waitresses like pats its head when it's not looking and it doesn't immediately peck her. So she just kind of like nods towards him and then he just shrugs his shoulders. Fuck it, he'll allow it. And
I'm tired tomorrow anyway.
So, are all of you like actually going to play, or are you just like sitting at a table watching people play?
Oh, we should play.
I'm sitting with the burb.
Yeah, I'm also gonna sit with the bird and just watch. But Marcus, you have a lot of money. This is all you.
Do I still have a lot of money?
Depends.
Oh, I sure do.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to a table.
All right, yeah. So you guys get a table. Mary and Bruce with the bird, and they kind of like they bring like a stool as like the equivalent of a high chair for the bird, so that it can like properly sit at the table with you. And you hear the waitress will come over and she'll go, "All right, so here's the deal. He can't go on the table. He can sit on the stool, but if he goes on the table, you're out."
All
What can I
right.
get you?
I'll take a. What's your strongest drink?
Whiskey.
On the rocks.
We don't have ice.
I mean, you don't have ice.
We
Yeah,
don't.
No. He just wants actual rocks.
Oh,
in the
okay.
glass.
She writes it down. For you, ma'am?
I'll have the same, but hold the stones.
All right. And you, sir?
Bruce looks at the birds. Do you guys drink or no? Okay, no, forget it. I'll also have a whiskey.
Alrighty. Okay, 3 whiskeys. And then she'll head off back over to the bar. Marcus, from your guys' table, you see a spot just open up at a nearby table for a game of poker.
Oh, very good.
All right, birds. Now you watch while your dad's up there playing. You watch the other guys. Watch their hands. Watch their eyes. Watch everything. And if you see one of them fuckers like pocket a card or anything, you fucking peck the shit out of them. Does Marcus hear this?
No, it'd be funny.
I will
if that's
subtly do it.
Does Mark hear it, Dylan?
Yeah, he would.
He gives the bird. Does the birds look at him real quick?
The birds are kind of like, as you're saying this, they're very like they're intensely looking at Bruce when he speaks, almost like there's enough intelligence for them to like
Okay,
understand.
so
what he's saying.
when they look at me after he says that, Marcus gives them a nod.
Okay.
Make the situation all the more funnier. The birds actually do understand every word you're saying, and you're about to have a huge confuffle on your hand.
Oh, Bruce is doing like hand signals, like he's pointing at them and he's like doing a beak signal and he's like attacking, like using his hands.
Did we decide that they do speak like Orin or something, some weird thing like that?
I believe so.
If
Yeah.
they do, then Bruce can talk to them.
They're the language.
I mean,
Hold on.
only if Bruce has Ignan.
I will.
Right,
Primordial.
Genasi, of course he has Ignan.
Wait, hold on.
Do you get that by default?
You should.
I have Primordial.
That works,
Yeah, that's
Yeah, just
Yeah.
straight primordial, that'll do it.
Oh hell yeah!
if it's Orin that they
Primordial's
speak.
weird in the sense that as long as you know it, you can speak all the other elemental languages.
Oh, it
Yeah, they're like
understands
dialects.
common, but it can't speak. That's the only one it understands.
Okay, it understands common.
Yeah,
Oh,
so it's been understanding everything You just can't respond to it verbally.
So it did just understand every word you're saying. Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no.
Also, one more thing, dudes. If you after you peck the shit out of them, I am not gonna wait for you guys. You guys gotta run as fast as you can out of here, and I'll be behind you.
Okay.
You guys are gonna get
Curiosity.
arrested. Fucking hell.
Is that Grams right now?
Everyone except Bruce, Mary, and Marcus.
Walter, get over here.
I'm digging a grave!
Wait, who's digging the? I thought.
Ed and Walter are digging a grave for 5 hours!
Yeah, for 5 hours.
Then
I'm Daddy, Mom.
okay, then that means all of our other spellcasters have left.
We have important business.
Okay, let's see.
I'm gonna cast a spell real quick, Dylan.
Yeah, what spell?
Alright, I'm going to cast Borrowed Knowledge. Oh, I'm still center. But that's fine. Borrowed Knowledge.
You choose one skill in which you lack proficiency for the spell's duration. You have proficiency in the chosen skill. What skill are you giving yourself proficiency in?
Insight.
Insight. Okay. Very well. You are better at detecting lies. All right. There are 3 gentlemen at the table, and there's a 4th spot available. They'll tell you. Buy-in is 25 gold.
Okay. He hands 25 gold.
All right. We've done this one before, and I definitely didn't steal it from Critical Role. Essentially, you're going to roll a d8, and you're supposed to keep it hidden.
Okay.
So just like GM roll.
How do I do that? Slash
/GR1d8.
/GR1d8.
Yeah. Alright. And I think, if I remember right, yeah, basically whoever has the highest number at the end is the one that wins. All right. Okay. And I'll have them roll, which I'm gonna GM it to myself. Oh, good. I think I can GM it from the dice roller. Let's see.
Nope.
Did that go? No. Damn.
No, we can see that.
No, we don't see it.
Shut up. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can get this right this time. Was that one to me?
Yes.
Or is that
Yes.
one open?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, the guy to your right will fold. I'll just say that he was like the first dude, so he'll fold. Now there's like 3 of you in this. Are you going to? What are the options again? Because I'm like so shitty at this. Oh, what is it? Raise or fold? Oh wait, no, raise, call, or fold. There you go.
McCall.
I'm gonna call.
There's no bet currently, so wouldn't it just be a check?
There's no bet. Yeah.
All right. We're betting gold or we're betting chips.
Gold.
I'll do 5 gold.
5 gold. Okay, so you're gonna raise by 5. All right. I might have fucked up. I don't think you can fold on the first one, but it is what it is.
I mean, you can, but there's no money put in, so you shouldn't.
Yeah. All right. So The guy on your left will. He will call,
Okay.
and the last guy will. He will raise 5 more. So was it 10?
All right. All matches 10.
Okay. And then at that point, they do like the next card, right? That's how you do poker. I'm like so fucking bad with this shit.
I mean, it depends on the type of poker, but yeah.
Yeah. This is this Texas Hold'em?
Sure, I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's San Fran Hold'em.
Yeah, it's
All right.
San
So then,
Fran.
yeah, another card.
Okay, so now I want you to roll a d6.
Why is it D6?
That's how you do it. It's an 8,
So
a
that's
6,
what
and a
Mercer
4.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it
how
goes down
Mercer.
in dice size every time.
Oh, okay. GM roll again.
Yeah.
GR, right?
Yeah, GR. Okay.
I have vague memory of this being ran in whatever the desert area was called.
Marquette. With
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the meat man.
You spice?
Alrighty. I guess it would technically be you first since the other guy dropped.
All right. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Raise another 10.
Okay. Oh boy, what is the pot at this point? I need a little side thing for the
So
pot.
5 and 5. Guy called 10. I did 10. So what? 30?
30? Think so, yeah. All right.
Did the last guy bet? Did he fold?
The one guy folded.
So it's just the two of us.
No. Oh no, yeah. One called and then one raised.
Okay.
So then the first one that called would have to bet the 5 to make it even. Like after the raise. He'd have to call
after
the
the
raise.
raise. No. So it was the guy folded. Tom raised instead of called because no one was able to. Then so you're saying that the guy wouldn't have been able to call to meet Tom's thing or no?
So there's 4 people to start with.
4 people start with.
Yeah. First one folds. Tom bets 5. Next guy calls, bringing it up to the bet is 5 and the pot is 10.
And yeah.
Then the final guy raises it to 10.
Yeah.
So then Tom and the other person would have to put in another 5 to stay in the game. Because the guy raised it, so you have to call that raise.
Okay, yeah, I think that's how that worked out.
Okay.
So that means the pot is 30. Well, the pot is now 40 because Tom just bet 10.
Right.
Right. Okay, so then that means that this next guy. Right. Okay.
Can either call 10 or raise or fold.
He will call. As will the second guy.
Are they calling Saul?
Calling Saul.
Okay, so the pot is right. The next card would go.
Okay, so now Tom do a D4.
Okay.
Okay.
And since it's a new round, you don't have to bet the 10.
Right.
You can check, which is betting 0, or bet any amount.
Right. I'm gonna check.
Okay. Then hold on, let me just calculate this real quick.
So that guy can either continue checking or bet or fold, but if it's a check, there's no point in folding.
He will check. The third guy, can he raise?
Yeah, he can bet.
Yeah,
However
he'll
much.
do that then. He's gonna put in. He's feeling confident. He's gonna put in another 10.
Whose
Okay, so
turn is
it's
that?
10. It's 10 to Marcus.
Are the birds watching this fucker?
They are intensely watching.
Can I
this.
insight him?
Sure. Okay, hold on.
And I will knowledge from a past life that. I'll take a 16.
16.
He seems like he's got good cards.
I'll take your 10 and add 10 more.
You should bet your cross.
No.
Even
Oh,
funnier the second time. All right, so the bet is 20 to the first guy.
That guy. He'll just like slap his cards on the table and be like, "I fold."
Okay. So it would be 10 for the other guy to stay in.
The other guy will do that then.
Okay. The pot is 100, and it is right. So it's either the next card gets flipped or the game ends, whichever one it is.
So in this case, the game would end.
All right. So they both reveal their totals.
Yep, you reveal your totals. So let's see, what did Tom roll? You rolled a 4, 4, and a 3, so that's 11.
11.
And then he rolled a 4, 6, and a 4.
That is 14. The other guy wins.
Good thing you didn't bet your crucifix.
Yep. And you would notice that when he takes the pot, he only takes 80 of the 100 gold. It seems like some money has to go to the people that run this place.
All right, again.
Alrighty. You want to play another hand?
One more.
Very well. Alright, they'll all deal back in real quick. Oh yeah, let me get the bird sheet real quick because I want to see if like the bird is noticing things.
You
'Cause he's
have the young. You even have stats for the young bird.
I do.
Awesome.
I do. Where the fuck is the bird sheet? Thunderbird.
Ben Clay.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I'll just for a little visual. Where's Marcus Dean? We're gonna put you right over here, okay? And we're gonna put eggs Oh god, they shouldn't be that big. What is it? Is it like the guy that? No, we'll say the guy. We'll say Marcus that like you're gonna be the. I don't know if there's really a dealer for this per se, but we'll say that you're like the equivalent of the dealer. So
There is a dealer.
right, no, but I mean like in terms of like with rolling dice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
yeah,
there really
sure.
wouldn't be, Tom. Well, I mean, yeah, they're kind of. Because it's not
Yeah.
like it's not Texas Hold'em. It's more like 3-card stud.
Gotcha.
Yeah, would be. All right, so go ahead and roll.
D8.
Do a D8 again, yeah. Okay. Okay. So say you gonna bet first, or I'll say that you'll bet first since there's the guy, or no, you
I
did
bet
first last
first,
time.
yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be the guy on your left. Okay. So the guy on the left, he'll throw in 5,
Okay.
and the guy across from you, he will also throw in 5. And then the final dude, he will raise it to 10.
So it is 10 to Marcus.
Okay. I'll throw 10.
It is 5 to the guy on the left.
Yeah, he'll meet it.
Okay, and it is 5 to the guy on the top.
Yep, he'll do that as well. And then it
New
just goes
card.
back to the new card. All right, so now roll the d6.
If I'm doing too much on saying how it goes still, and
No,
let me
no,
know.
no, no, no. You're helping me because I'm not good at card games. Okay. Alrighty. Well, if that's a new card, does it so does it start out with Tom? Because it's
It
a
should
new
start out with the same
new-
guy that started before.
Oh, the guy to the left of Tom.
Yep.
Okay. That guy, he will raise he'll raise 15.
Okay, so bet of 15. Out of 55. So it is 15 to the guy to the top.
He will meet.
It is 15 to the guy on the right.
He will raise 5 more, so for 20.
It is 20 to Tom.
I fold.
Okay. It is 5 to the guy on the left.
He'll meet it.
It is 5 to the guy on the top.
Same thing. He'll meet it.
Okay. Pot's right.
And Tom
Final
folded, but I'm just gonna roll this for my sake to see which of them wins.
See which of them gets all of Tom's money. And his cross.
Not in his cross. Alrighty. So the guy that won, as they rolled for the 8, they basically all rolled the same except for the dude to the right. He rolled a 5, which I think he was in the lead with that. And then the guy on the left overtook him by 1. Then the In the end, he took it back, rolling a 4 on the 4. So the guy on the right, he would get Le Pot.
What was the highest number?
It was a 5 followed by 5 followed by a 4 followed by a 4.
Yeah.
5,
Bruce, why don't you join me this game?
13.
No, we still got 2 more stops left on the educational tour. I think we gotta. The birds gotta learn.
Okay.
I would say at like this point, the bird has watched like 2 of the games, and seems to be picking up on something. Seems to be learning. You're not sure what necessarily, but
Bruce takes a
he's
knee in
learning.
front of them and says, "All right, Aaron Jr., Charlie, that was lesson 1. You don't ever let anybody try to take advantage of you. Always be watching like you just did right there. Not even just in gambling, whenever anyone does anything. And if they ever try to fuck with you, you peck the shit out of them and you get the fuck out of there. All right? And also, lesson 1B. That was 1A, 1B. Equally important. Don't gamble like your dad. He's draining money.
Cheep, cheep, cheep. Quack. Cheep, cheep.
Quack. No. They're like very quiet, and then like they chirp amongst themselves for a moment, and then they both like look back at you, and then they nod. Just one, just like one of those single nods.
All right, you guys. Are you guys ready for step 2?
They nod.
Okay. Step 2. Bear with me. I turn to Mary. Bear with me. Okay, this one's gonna sound crazy. Step 2 is if there is a vile person, you fuck with them any way you can. All right? So me and you, we're going to go to a brothel.
Oh
and
my
we're gonna
god.
find we're going to find the scummiest guy there.
I think you should
When
be
he
taking
goes in-
children to a brothel.
When he goes in, we steal his clothes and run. So he's got to run home butt ass naked.
Bruce?
You can't
Yeah?
question his methods.
You
Tom.
cannot question me. You signed a contract.
I don't think you should.
I
be
signed a
taking
contract?
children to a brothel.
You did.
You agreed to
did.
signing a contract. Yeah, that was true.
All right, Charlie and Aaron, this is important, okay? He's going to get what's coming to him because he's a son of a bitch. We're going to find a real greasy dude, and he's going to have to walk back butt naked, and it's going to be hilarious.
What if the guy's
Bruce is-
just like greasy because he actually is greasy? He just has like a genetic problem, but he's a decent guy who's lonely.
Metaphorically greasy.
Okay.
We're gonna ask the lady working there and be like, all right, which one of these guys is a real son of a bitch? You know, maybe like an abusive type guy, real son of a bitch.
Well, there is a bunch of these halflings that were coming in, but they haven't been showing up for the past couple days.
All right, put your wings in. On 3, we'll raise them up.
They they were like following along, but now they just seem like they kind of shake their head no. They don't want to do this.
Are you Charlie, Aaron Jr.? I thought I taught you better than this.
Charlie looks like sad.
Guys, do you want a hug? He goes to hug both of them.
The bird lets you hug him, yeah, but Charlie looks sad, and then Aaron Jr. looks like he's kind of like indifferent towards Bruce with the whole "I thought I taught you better." So only one of them seems ashamed, but the other one doesn't.
Oh, they're ashamed about what he said. Oh shit.
No, well, you can insight it
I incite it.
very well. You were currently proficient. You think that Charlie wanted to say yes, but just went along with what Aaron Jr. did and said no.
Aaron Jr., do you not want to do it?
He nods.
Okay. What about you? He looks at my other son.
You look at my other son. You look at Charlie.
Yes.
Charlie looks like at first like he wants to go along with Bruce's plan, but then almost like he has like a light bulb idea moment, and then he decides to shake his head no, that he too does not wish to participate in Bruce's plan.
Well, how about this? I did agree with Bruce that he would teach you guys today. What if we go do something that you want, Aaron Jr., and then we go do something that Charlie wants? That seems fair, right?
They slowly nod, but look kind of confused by what you mean by that.
Well, if we go do the one thing, then we can go do the other. That, I'm saying, like, if Charlie wants to do it, we can do it for Charlie. And then if Aaron Jr. wants to do something else and Charlie doesn't, we can still do that too. You know what I'm saying?
So you're essentially telling them that in exchange for allowing Charlie to be able to go steal this guy's clothes, that Aaron Jr. gets to do something that he wants later?
Well, in good terms, yes.
Okay. They seem to agree to this.
Well, Bruce, I think they're ready.
Oh yeah. I didn't doubt you for a second, Charlie and Aaron Jr. All right, wings in on
Like,
3.
make them be lookouts. Don't make them go into the brothel.
No.
They're like 2 weeks.
All
They're like a
right.
week old.
All right. But you guys will get the idea, right? You got to fuck with people that are evil.
They not.
Okay, good.
See, you're being such a great uncle already, Bruce.
Yeah, this is lesson 2. This is lesson 2.
It's only lesson 2 of who knows how
3
many.
is the doozy.
Oh.
How much longer do we have before the funeral?
You passed like an hour or two in there.
4 hours.
You got like 3 hours left.
I thought it was 5 hours that they were digging.
You had 5 hours digging. You spent like
And you said an hour, so that's 4
said
hours
an hour
left.
or two. All right, fine. You spent an hour. You got 4 hours left. Jeez.
All right. Well, these next 2 will be quick.
Alrighty.
While
All right.
they're dealing with the shenanigans, what's happening with us?
Yeah, I'll cut back over real quick. So Walter and Ed, you guys are digging.
Dig.
Jarvis.
Walter's
and
quietly singing Diggy Diggy Hole, even though he's never really heard it before. He heard it once, but like it's ingrained in his DNA now.
It's with the dwarvish DNA.
Every dwarf born post Diggy Diggy Hole automatically knows it.
At the same time, you guys are making the hole. A new pip comes by. As it just calls over, tick, tick, tick. Because I could have done the ritual as I got up.
I look at the new Pip and say, "You better learn from your predecessor." And I go back to digging.
How do you mean by that? As you hear Jarvis' voice come out.
To not be so invasive in privacy.
What do you mean?
Your old Pip was
Just shows example again.
your old Pip was harassing us while I was looking at my old dead body. It was like he was ruining a moment. I told him to go away, and then he came back to do it some more, so I had no choice.
I apologize immensely for that. The command I gave Pip was to record, to watch and record all the things you were up to, so he could report it back to me. But at the time when I'm guessing that was happening, I was not there at all. So him being invasive as he was my poor choice in words when it came to the touchy subject of what you are currently now getting ready to bury.
Walter just starts continues digging.
Would an extra set of hands help?
Nope. We got
You
this.
sure?
Yeah, we got this. It's fine.
As you see Zeus with like a shovel in his mouth start walking over, then look, then Pip just waves his little claw like, no, go back. And Zeus just goes back. So, Santa, what can you tell me about yourself?
What is there to tell?
Well, first start off, your magic. Where does it come from?
Oh, I think sorcerers are born with it, right?
Yeah, it's in your blood.
Yeah.
Essentially asking you, where did you learn your
As
magic?
as far as I can know, I've always known how to play with magic. I don't understand it, but I just do.
When did you first find out?
As far as I can remember, parents told me it was pretty early when I started playing with the wind around me, commanding it to fly around everyone and push people for my enjoyment.
just
Yeah.
pushing people for your enjoyment.
Yeah. Whenever a high wind from like a storm or something, I would just redirect it and push people.
Evil.
Ever thought about looking into the origin of your abilities? Like, where does it originate from?
No idea.
You want to see something that's kind of fucked up but interesting?
Doesn't hurt to try. Hopefully.
Jarvis pulls his hands away from the hat that they're enchanting. Goes
Yeah.
to it's his right arm. Like, puts his hand under like the joints, presses something, holds it there for like a little bit, pops off his arm of war, as he calls it, puts it on the ground. And you will see where the right arm would be is a deformed birth defect stub.
Oh snap.
My family are family inventors, and we have a unique heretical birth defect that causes us to be born with certain missing body parts.
Is that so?
Yeah. And a while ago, when they were first starting out, both my folks from different angles started to bypass that by making, well, prosthetics.
Does it hurt? Does it hurt?
Oh, no. No. This one doesn't hurt. As he puts the arm back on. This one, however, as he takes it off, as he takes off the left arm, where it connects to the shoulder, it goes down and goes to the elbow, and then it looks like a scarred, healed over wound. This, however, used to be an arm, a full arm.
Oh. That don't look too pleasant.
Oh no, it wasn't. It was not. I was experimenting with some magical devices and chemicals, try to improve on my own capabilities. It atomized my what was left of my forearm and hand.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds like it hurts.
It blew up and went everywhere, and there was nothing left.
That
No, it's
definitely
actually
has to hurt.
Quantum implosion. The entire arm is inside of your arm, except it's a
Oh
phantom
no.
limb, just like Phantom Limb from Venture Bro.
That sucks.
No,
That
I'm joking. I'm
definitely sucks.
joking.
So yeah, that was fun trying to explain that to my folks.
Who did that?
I overcome and overcame, and I built a new one. As he puts the arm back on. Now I have full function with my hands again, and I'm capable of making and building new things, like this hat.
It's pretty awesome. That is pretty freaking cool. Sounds terrifying, but it makes the hat. So I think that's awesome.
It's only one of the most horrifying experiences I've ever faced.
Sure sounds like it.
If you get to know me a bit more, I'll tell you about my other one. It's more daunting and depressing.
Sounds absolutely terrifying.
He looks over to Zeus. Anyways, yeah, if you ever want to try to figure out where magic comes from, I'm more than willing to help you figure that out.
Oh, definitely love to. Maybe we can figure something out after the hat's done.
Yep.
This is definitely taking a lot of the concentration.
Right. How's the hole coming along?
It's being dug.
You sure you don't want any help?
No, we're fine.
Alright. Because I could use your help here with this hat.
I barely have any magic. I think I'd be more of a detriment.
You can still assist in the enchanting process. You already made something.
Yeah, by cobbling together scrap objects that have been in proximity to magical events.
And?
It's a bit different from what you're trying to do.
I'm just enchanting using raw materials of a literal object that I tore apart.
Oh my gosh.
With the help of you guys.
Ed will just say from the whole digging's hard work, Jarvis. You gotta give us some time, all right? We gotta rest properly in between shifts. It's a lot of earth to move.
That's why I'm asking if I can help.
Oh.
Zeus.
I mean,
There's not a lot of space for another individual.
yeah, I ain't trying to be rude, Jarvis, but I seen dogs dig before, and they just kind of like dig it out behind them. If he had done that for the first couple of feet, he would have been helpful. But we're getting to Ed height here, and it ain't gonna cut it. He's just gonna move all the dirt over to one end, and it's gonna cover me.
Himself in the third person.
What? Oh, Ed height.
I mean,
Well, you guys have
very
multiple
Ed.
times said that things were
Yeah,
Ed
no,
height.
that makes for Ed height that makes sense.
That's in
Yeah,
character.
you think he took the time to learn the new measurement systems in the new world? No,
He's like,
no, he knows
that's about
it's
me
about as
height.
tall as me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Ed height.
If you don't quit with the fucking soundboard, I swear. Oh my god.
No, you can't revoke all our soundboard privileges.
No, I'm not
Just
going
revoke
to.
everyone's but mine.
Everyone's but yours?
I thought
Alright,
the
I can be
soundboard was
trusted
supposed
with
to be disabled in this channel.
I
Can be trusted with it.
Yeah, a moorhen.
Moorhen, how
Lacking,
could
are
you?
we?
Last time we had a session, Amorhan said he was putting it on until it started getting abused again.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah,
Which is-
because
which is now.
we needed this. We needed the gavel.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
needed the gavel. I remember.
But I'm allowed to gavel now, so
Be out gaveling.
I mean gavel is really all you need in a soundboard.
It really is. You don't really need anything else. So you could do the thug shaker, huh?
Oh, God.
Thug shaker.
Oh, admins could use soundboard now.
You could do the rump shaker, huh?
You could do the rump shaker, huh? You could do the thug shaker.
What was I gonna? Is there anything else Jarvis wanted to talk about?
No, I can't see the soundboard anymore.
Deserved.
Jarvis, through Pip, will talk over to Walter. So, what'd you guys figure out there?
What do you mean?
Well, you guys were gone there for a whole day. Besides bringing the body back, was there anything else you figured out?
Well, there's a giant monstrosity slowly approaching Austin.
What?
Yeah, we're gonna have to take care of that. We also have the doc
Okay.
working on a lightning rod for portals, but that won't be finished for another week. And we also will have to make some money because I put in a request for an enchanted pitchfork that can switch between stabbing and bludgeoning things.
Okay.
And that would give us some time to prepare and get stronger before we
Do
face
you
the.
have any information on the monster?
It is extremely resilient to non-magical attacks to the point where it's impervious to non-magical attacks.
Again, not an issue.
It's
for us.
a Tarrasque.
It's Tarrasque. It seems to be related to the genetic hybrids we faced in Mexico. La Cucaracha is alive again, apparently.
Which makes no sense because he should have been dead.
Hybrids of what?
People
Never
and
met a
monsters.
cockroach, apparently.
Although this new monster seems to be, rather than a creature from Earth, seems to be a combination of a human and some monster from Toril?
El Toro?
El Toril.
Yeah,
Specifically El Toril.
No, it's
Eldorado?
not from El Terrell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
it's from
Steel Fist?
Eltergard. Yeah.
Baldur's Gate?
Actually, you know what it was? It was the solar that was imprisoned inside of the companion, and then they killed it, and then they combined it with other shit, and that's what's coming to kill you.
Is it actually Strahd?
Oh my god, shut up.
It's just Strahd's cock.
It's the entirety of Barovia in human form.
Yeah.
He's searching for his bride.
It's his well, it seems you've stolen my waifu from me, and now you're going to lose your laifu.
It's not going to be good when he sees Walter again.
Oh no. If he sees Walter, it's over.
It's a good thing Aaron's dead, because
I
that would have
killed
been
him by stabbing both his testicles with my pitchfork.
Do you have any other information on the creature?
No. Other than it's big and
big.
slow moving. Well, hey, it'll get to Austin in about 2 weeks, so we got some time.
Tweaks. Wonderful.
I mean, yeah, we have the perfect crew to take care of it.
Well, if you want.
Oh, we'll get substantially rewarded from the government of Texas.
Yeah, I think it's worth
would
it.
like if you once this is done, and if any of our fellow spellcasters come back from whatever the fuck they're doing, we can spend the rest of the week finishing up Censor's hat here. If 4 of us work together on it.
I mean, also
Yay.
kind of need to take some contracts to make some money because it was about like 5,000 gold that I had to spend. Well, I put in an IOU for my new
Spencer, how
weapon.
much money you got on you?
Let me take a quick look see. Do I really want to give someone else my hard-earned gold though?
That seemed like a very center thing to do.
I have 1,700 gold coins.
I got 2,400.
Oh, sounds like something that you can easily get rid of, not me.
Yeah, but unlike you, I actually use my money a lot for materials.
Unlike you, I spend
you.
my money. Who put you on the planet?
Making things easy, guys.
I actually spend money. Says the guy with more money somehow.
Because
Yeah.
I know how to use my. I know how to use my money properly.
Oh,
That sounds like a
Damn.
very gatekeeper kind of thing to say.
What?
You gatekeeping me from being part of the Harry Potter fandom right now?
What a gatekeeper. Can't believe you be gatekeeping out here.
I believe I'd be keeping gates.
Keeper of gates is in front of me.
Also, it's also I can get a lot of little stuff done really quick if I am able to expand my power a bit more. That may take a bit.
Ultimate power.
Not really ultimate, just being able to make a lot of little things within a short period of time, really fast, for really cheap and effective costs.
Like it.
Yeah. I can even like to start making potions on the fly. Well, basically healing potions. But I would also need to buy the ingredients beforehand.
Time to make a monopoly on the potion freaking industry.
I thought that was Machina Industries.
Could be, but I mean that was in Chaos Crew, and we haven't confirmed whether or not Chaos Crew and Wild West are linked. So we have.
Well, I mean,
Source, dude, trust me.
Was true for a bit. But you know
Lane's
if
been
they
dead this
had
whole time.
You know if Machina Industry has a good monopoly on potions?
You know Machina Industries has a monopoly on a number of things. Potions specifically, you're unsure, because I'll say this, that's down south, or well, that factory was down south.
No, it's still there for now.
No, it's gone.
Oh,
No,
gone.
it's
It's
gone.
definitely past that point in time.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's gone. All thanks to
If
Chris's
Chaos
character.
Crew is connected to Wild West,
If Chaos Crew is connected to Wild West, that factory is long gone. However,
if it's connected, Chaos Crew is currently riding a train.
yep. This would be after the final battle, though, right? Yeah, you guys would be going around.
It's after the
doing
final battle, but that was on the way to stop 2.
I'm beginning to think
Of
that
the train
Wild
ride.
West and Wild West the Chaos Crew might be connected.
fucking Luke.
It's just too good, man.
Secret come out.
But yeah, you wouldn't be sure about that, considering that you're from up north, and your experience with what they do up north seemed to be more like medically related, but not specifically in the realm of like potions, but a lot of like advanced scientific research, and then also like the railroads and stuff. Like his main source of the company's main source of income is quite literally just them owning and having built all of the railway systems across the country. So.
Oh, that just reminded me. Is Pip still nearby the grave digging site?
Yeah.
I just remembered. We talked to the owner of the Cobalt Caravan. Apparently, he knew he knew Machina. And apparently, he was a goblin.
Machina or the guy you talked to?
Machina.
No, the guy you talked to was a goblin. No, he did not. He did not say that he was a goblin.
Warforged, not a Machina.
The Warforged, yeah.
Said he was a Warforged.
Okay.
I thought he was human.
Well, to be fair, until we actually
Huh.
I have a couple theories of how things could go. I only know he could just have essentially Warforges acting as proxies for himself, and be, I don't know, freaking brain in a jar.
Well, the goblin, the head of Mr. Potlicker, he said
Sticker.
he knew him before the whole Machina Industries, and he was a Warforged.
So maybe same thing, just instead of a brain in a jar, just a, I don't know, magical conscious in a box.
Who knows?
Oh no. Put the brain in a box.
What do you think, Sensor?
I think it sounds terrifying. Brain in a box? I don't think I was there
It's
for that,
my
right?
dick in a box.
A dick in a what?
Brain in a
In a
box.
box.
A box.
Brain in a box.
Brain in a box. It's too good.
Sounds like something evil.
Put it next to another.
I had a second bowl.
So, the other group.
The other group.
Bruce, Mary, and Marcus. I believe we were on our way for rule number 2.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Lesson
You
number 2.
guys will
yes,
end up
education.
leaving the seedy gambling house, staying within this seedy area of the city, looking for a brothel. It doesn't take long, and sure enough, you find a brothel. The brothel is named. Let's say it's literally just named Fragile.
Fragile.
Yeah, and then there's like a wooden signpost of like a leg in fishnet stockings and a high heel.
All right, here's the game plan. I respect your decision, Aaron Jr. You know, you're not 100% sold on this. You guys can just you guys can just be my lookouts, all right? And I don't know, make a chirp if something seems to be going wrong. But I'm gonna start bolting when I get in there, and I grab the stuff. But we're gonna split up, okay? Just in case I'm getting tailed or something. Meet me at the market, all right? That's where lesson 3 is gonna be. Lesson 3 is a quick one, all right? Lesson 3 is the most important though, so you gotta meet me at the market.
All right, they nod to this. Marcus and Mary just kind of standing near the bird. The bird sort of like positions itself. It'll like flap up to a like a nearby like light post and begin like roosting up there. And you hear, because it's kind of heavy. It definitely weighs more than your average bird. You hear it sort of like creaking under the weight of it.
Big is the bird at this point?
I believe I had said like the equivalent of a small dog. Yeah, yeah, like that.
Like the old Pixar short.
But yeah, it goes up and the whole thing just starts to creak under its weight. Mary, Marcus, where are you guys gonna position yourselves for Bruce's endeavor? Define
across
boxes?
the street.
Sure, yeah. There's a soapbox. Oh, of course. All right, and Mary, you said you were what? You were going across the street to just kind of like.
Yeah, I think I have Dustin's thing because I can't hear Tom. That's why I left him rejoined.
Oh,
Sounded
also
like
can't
I
hear
hear
Tom.
someone
Can't work.
either, so I left and rejoined too.
I just heard Dylan talking to himself.
So did I.
Yeah, I didn't hear Tom.
Okay.
oh,
I will repeat what I said. So what I said is that I was hoping to find a box to stand on pointed at the brothel, and I will be standing on it and spreading the word of Jesus Christ.
Oh, you're that guy.
Distraction.
Oh, yeah.
sinners!
They're a bunch of sinners! Nah.
I'm going to post up across the street from the brothel and really just hope that people don't think I'm part of this.
Right. And I'm just doing it
Post
so
up.
I get like a front row seat so I can see everything. And as soon as like it's over, I'm gonna run.
Okay. Hey, Bruce, how are you gonna go about this?
All right, Bruce walks through the front door, turns back to AJ and Charlie, and gives the thumbs up, and then walks in. And I'd like to go up to the. Is there who seems to be in charge here?
So you're in like I guess the equivalent of like almost like a hostess bar, but not nearly as nice. It's basically like just a bar, except at every table there's like there's what appears to be a lady of the night, like waiting and either sitting with a guy already or like beckoning you nearby. However, there is a madam, so to speak, that's just kind of like standing there, and she's just like, "So, what are you looking for?"
I'm actually
Little-
looking for a guy.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, not like that. I just was wondering, like, I'm a bit of I don't know if I could tell you this, but I'm sure you don't care. What are you, a cop? Just kidding, by the way. I know you're not a cop. I'm looking for like a real scummy dude. I don't know if you've got a regular here that's just like a real piece of shit. I'm a bit of a vigilante, so I was just looking to take some
Batman
frustration out.
going up to the cops and be like, "Are there any criminals around? I'm a bit of a vigilante."
And specifically asking for a regular, someone that's giving them lots of money.
Like, who's giving you a lot of trouble? I just want to know.
I swear I'm the good guy.
make a persuasion
Asking
check.
for a friend, by the way.
I'm not even asking for a friend. He's
Persuasion
asking
check.
specifically for himself.
Because I'm asking for myself.
Persuasion -2. Here we go.
Oh!
Really good for what you have.
She was like kind of like looking at you like nervous at first, like what is this guy on about? Especially with the whole like, oh, I know you're not a cop bit. But then you say that and she goes, well, there is one. He's a regular. We can't really get rid of him per se. He doesn't bring us as much money as we would like, and he gets a little too rough with the girls. He says that he's a cousin of the Lanzas, but we're not entirely sure. And she kind of like indicates towards like a back table, and there's like a cloud of like cigar smoke back over there, but you could make out through it this really just ultra douchebag scummy looking like halfling dude, and he's just sitting there like with the one chick next to him, and she has to like forcibly sit herself lower down in the chair, like next so that she could be like kind of like on equal height with him. And he's got his arm kind of like wrapped around to the front, and he's just kind of openly feeling her up and not giving a shit while he's just puffing on his cigar and then occasionally putting it down and drinking a beer. And you could like, you're beginning to sort of like, as you're honing in on him and you're seeing him, you're hearing him just like boasting about a lot of shit. Like, yeah, me and the boys, we had to take care of someone the other day, we whacked them.
Does he not know that his entire family's been arrested or killed?
You don't know. And now
don't
he's
know.
sleeping with the fishes.
He
Them
might be a fake
foreigners
Lanza.
have been.
Yeah, he's got fucking cement boots.
Yeah, he's got cement boots. Those foreigners think that they can encroach on our territory, but that's what they get for fucking with the Lanzas. And yeah, and he's over there being himself.
All right, I would. I'll slap a gold piece on the table and thank her. And then, is there a table like open, kind of close with like? Well, it doesn't have to be close. It just has to. I have to be sitting so that I'm facing Mr. Lanza.
Yeah. There's
The target.
there's a table. Yeah, you have a table where you can accurately survey the target.
All right. I'll go sit there. I'll slide a piece to whoever's sitting there, and I'll be like, listen, I'm not interested. I'm giving you 2 gold right now. Just keep quiet.
Seems kind of like upset.
Not in a weird
about-
way. Not in a weird way.
Yeah. She seems kind of upset about that at first. Like she goes to like say something, but then she like looks at the money and then like I guess second guesses it and then takes it, and she just sits there and then like sort of she's being quiet for the most part, but then she just goes, do you want me to like I don't know talk about something or what? Just sit here in complete silence?
Sure. Did you? What's your mom's name?
Would your
Oh,
parents
God,
be
you're-
disappointed if you were here?
You're
Have you heard of the Church of the Reckoning?
Oh no! You are not good at this, are you?
No.
I've been to many. I'll have you know, I've been to many brothels in my time.
Well, at least you're honest.
outside.
Well, I hope you know that. Well, you're probably good at this. This kind of comes with the territory. I dabble in false bravado quite a bit, but I'm sure you're not gonna tell anybody. But right now, yeah. What's your mom's name? You come here often?
You notice, like, as you look at her, she seems to be like this. She's actually rather beautiful. She seems to be like half native, and she says, "My mother's name is Shenandoah."
Oh, that's very nice. Do you have a question for me? I'm sure that never gets brought up.
She's like, "Sure, why not?" What are you doing here then? If you're not here to, you know.
Do you really want to know?
You paid me, so sure, why not?
I'm actually okay. So, my band member, he's like this really cool dude. He's got like a kid who's a Thunderbird who has 2 heads, and so basically, I'm showing them like I have 5 hours in order to. Well, I have an undisclosed amount of time that I do not know while my friends are digging a grave for himself, in order to teach these birds. I've cut it down to 3 steps. How to rule this world. All right. So this is step 2 right now.
So you're teaching a baby Thunderbird how to rule the world by coming into a seedy brothel and talking to me while uncomfortably staring at that guy over there.
Is it that uncomfortable?
Well, it's obvious.
Shit.
I don't think he's noticed though, and I don't think he's going to.
Oh, okay. That's good at least.
Well, you know, between the haze of cigar smoke and how he just likes to talk himself up, I think he expects everybody to have their eyes on him 24/7.
That's fair. Well,
and did you say that your friend is having a funeral for himself?
Yeah.
Don't forget the Thunderbird is his bandmate's shit.
And also the other father of the bird might have like turned into a woman? It's unclear. I really don't friggin' know. There's a hag involved. I'm confused.
Huh. I don't want to like, but I guess like I'm mixing here. Yeah, so she'll just be like, well, there's legends of skinwalkers and the witches that are essentially have the same powers. So maybe this friend of yours that became a woman is a skinwalker, and your bandmate had an unholy union with her that resulted in the baby Thunderbird?
No. I don't think so. I think we just took the egg.
Oh.
But yeah, it was kind of like, you
Was it?
know, there's a baby around, who's gonna step up, and it just so happened that my two friends stepped up.
This has got to be the weirdest conversation I've ever had in this line of work.
I find that hard to believe.
Believing in there.
She
original plan and
seems
starts
that
professing to
she's
her.
kind of. You're not sure if like she's taking it with a grain of salt or if she just outright believes it, but she doesn't seem to disbelieve it. I would say at this point, like while you're talking to her, the Lanza guy would be like, "All right, come on, doll, let's go upstairs and I'll show you the magic." and
That's
then
a banger line.
she
I'll show you the magic.
she seems like really uncomfortable, and then he's just like, "Come on," and then they head upstairs and.
Magic is when I count my penis.
There's magic in us.
Let me show you my wand.
I'm gonna show you my wand. That's Master Silver Spell getting it on with a co-ed. Let me show you my wand.
I can grant you 3 wishes.
Yeah. That's all I'm good for, though.
I'll
is
give you
about
an
3, and then I gotta go to
suck
bed.
my dick.
Yep. I'll pass you with flying colors. I don't care if you know magic, as long as you know how to suck me off.
I cast sending.
Who are you sending? Not the principal.
Alright,
I guess.
Alrighty. So he heads upstairs and he like sort of like makes a show of it, and some of the other patrons just kind of like look in his general direction with like looks of disgust, and the girl you're sitting with will just go, "Well, I guess you might as well go do whatever it is that you came to do. I mean, he's going to be out of sight of everybody else."
Yeah, I'm not gonna kill him or anything, so don't worry about that. But
Oh, good.
you know what? Actually, if you want to see something crazy, just I'd recommend walking outside. You're gonna see a show. You're gonna see a show. I promise you.
All right. She's sure. Was supposed to go on break. Why not? And then she'll take the 2 gold and head over to the mistress and hand it to her, and then just, "Oh, madam, mistress, whatever," and then head outside. What do you do?
All right,
Oh, boy.
I am going to walk out of the brothel, cast invisibility on myself.
She looks in your general direction when you walk out, because she's like not super far away. She's just like immediately outside of the building and smoking a cigarette, and then you just kind of disappear, and then her eyes kind of like go a little wide in shock.
And then I go
And-
back in.
All right.
And,
I'd say
uh,
also too, when you went outside, you saw Marcus is now on a soapbox, quite literally preaching the word of the Lord.
Jesus.
I think uno momento. Hold on.
What?
Uno momento.
What are you doing?
He's beginning a Deus Vault.
And then
Deus Vault.
remember all. In Mark 16:16, whoever believes and is baptized will be saved, but whoever does not believe will be condemned. And that I say to you, walking into that brothel, you will be condemned. But as long as you repent afterwards, you should be fine.
Should be fine.
Depending on how forgiving he's feeling at that point in time.
Well, you see, Jesus has a lot of interpretations when it comes to these things, right? You're not supposed to commit adultery. But let's be honest. How many of these women do you think in here actually have husbands? So in my case, I don't think you are committing adultery. As long as you repent after you commit this act, you should be fine.
What the fuck?
One guy in the street's just like, "Are you even a real priest?"
Sure I am. I hold out my crucifix and I make my eyes glow.
Is there a rumble of thunder at this point?
roll performance and advantage.
Wish I had thaumaturgy right now.
Oh man, he really is a priest. I didn't know I could commit adultery.
Like I said, always ask first if they have a husband. And if they lie, repent for your sins. And I'm sure Jesus will look down on you and smile.
And then one guy just goes, "Wait, isn't it adultery if I have a wife?"
Well, in that case, you're screwed.
Guiding bolt.
Shining bolt, yeah, from the heavens.
God cast power word kill on that one guy.
Power word die.
Actually, twin.
How-
It gets Marcus too.
Yeah,
Alright, well, I'd say Bruce, you go invisible as you're hearing like the tail end of that.
All right. I am going to try to find this guy.
Alright, well, you head inside. You head up the only set of stairs. God damn it, I have the hiccups now, excuse me.
That was not a hiccup.
That was a burp.
I know, I hiccuped into a burp.
Oh, that's painful.
I know, yeah, it wasn't good. Okay. I think I got it under control. You head upstairs and you hear from several doors down, essentially him being just as loud as he was downstairs. Like, "Yeah, baby, now I'm going to show you the magic fingers
Oh,
and
God.
the magic hands."
All right, I'm
And
going to
then-
try to stealthily open the door.
I bet he has a micro for a halfling.
It's actually got a cube.
It's a cube. That's,
It's a
that's gnomes.
I fit in puzzle pieces.
God damn it. Make me a sleight of
triangle.
hand check. God damn it, I need to hold my breath.
It's a triangle.
Now that's what I call square peg round hole.
Yeah, Dylan. So what's his con score and charisma? Con modifier and charisma modifier?
And to be fair, there's only one gnome that has a square dick.
That we know of.
Remember, it's canon.
Okay.
And their last name is
You try to stealthily open the door. You do not at all. It's not even like the door creaks or anything like that. You just you
door's locked.
turn the handle. No. You turn the handle very slowly, and you do in fact, like, the door opens, and then you push it forward ever so slightly, and then you leave it like that, thinking that it'll stay. And as you're trying to like start to look through the crack, for some reason, like, the door just swings all the way in and just goes fully open. But
All right, that's it. I'm making the break. I'm going for the close.
all right, so at this point, he's kind of, he's already in the nude. She's partially nude. He's doing his business. She does not seem thrilled in the slightest. He is happier than a pig in shit because he thinks that he is the hot shit. And you see in a pile on the floor right next to the bed his clothes.
All right, I grab him. Grab
Very
him, get out
well.
of there.
You grab them, and it's about the point that you grab them, and then she starts looking in your direction because it's just floating close, and or does it automatically go? No, because it's not his
No,
equipment,
it's the
right?
things when you go invisible, they go. The things
Right.
you have go invisible.
So there's basically just floating clothes, and she's looking, and then he can't help but look by the time you're like just getting out of the open door, and then he goes, "Who the fuck? Who took my clothes? And why is the door open? What's the big idea here?" And then you hear like him fumbling, and at this point you've already gotten like halfway down.
All right.
And then-
What I'm gonna do is when I'm like at the doorway exiting, I'm gonna drop invisibility and I'm going to cast animate objects on his clothes. Each article.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Okay. All
A lot
right.
of tiny servants.
So you hear him like starting to come behind you, and then you make it like to the end of the stairs, and at that point he's reached like the top of the stairs. He slips, falls down the first several stairs, gets up. You're still like running through. You get like halfway through the main room, and then by the time he reaches the bottom of the stairs, heavily, "Get the fuck back over here!" And then you make it to the door. So you said that you were gonna animate object each article of clothing.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm trying to think. It'd probably be like
8 small objects or tiny objects.
Here, I can post
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. If it's 8, let me see.
Yeah, I get 8 small, 4 medium, 2 large, or something like that.
Oh yeah. So with like 4 medium, I feel like that should be.
Clothes? No, those are tiny.
Oh, those are
Yeah,
tiny.
clothes are tiny.
Oh, okay.
But clothes.
So yeah, right. No, yeah, you're right. So yeah, so you you animate them, and they're sort of just kind of like floating there. You know, you got his shirt, you got his grossly stained underwear, his socks, his pantaloons, and even his shoes.
And I just yell, "Scatter!" And they all split in different directions.
Hey, they all just start heading different ways. I'll say for the sake of this to make it funnier, they do not scatter within the brothel. They all just shoot out the door and out into the street in different directions. And at that point, once you've done that, he's like, he's just almost to you. He's like several movement squares away.
All right, I'm gonna book it towards the market.
Very well. And you book it, and about the time that he reaches like the actual door and out into, you know, the street, Marcus has gathered a
Quite
bit
the-
of a crowd.
Oh, yes.
About 10 people or so. Then there's just the average people going by, about their daily business. And Mary, you're on the other side of the street.
Did he walk out?
And what? Bruce?
The naked man.
Oh, the naked man? Yeah, like basically he's like out on the stoop of the building, and the girl that you were talking to, Bruce, she immediately points at him and just starts hysterically laughing. And when she does, everyone that's over there by Marcus just turns and looks, and then people start laughing and pointing at
Well,
him.
as he do this, Marcus just points and goes, "Right there, my friends, an adulterer."
You hear them, "Adulterer! Filthy adulterer!" So out of nowhere, a tomato just goes flying and hits the guy.
Shame on you, adulterer!
Where did it
Jesus frowns upon you.
Shame!
Shame!
Ding!
Shame! 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 I try to get the crowd to chant with me.
Shame!
Shame! Shame!
And this guy's just like, "Fuck you! You're all assholes! I want my clothes back!"
Adulterer!
The guy like runs past the girl that Bruce was talking to, and he like as he goes, he grabs a bit of her like skirt and like rips it off as he goes, and ties it around him like a loincloth, sprinting off in the direction of his underwear. And at that point, I'd say, Bruce, you've gotten a significant distance away and you're headed towards the market. Say what?
Can animate objects fly?
I think I kind of like levitate. Right?
Who wants to spell?
I was hoping they were just like walking themselves, like the pants were just walking.
Oh, like walking themselves?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah, yeah.
hopping.
that's how I pictured it.
Yeah, okay, so then, yeah, that works. Yeah, they're just doing that.
I'm just saying, if they could fly, you could really fuck with them.
But yeah, and you, Mary, Marcus, you would have seen that Bruce is heading for the marketplace, and you would notice at about that point,
It does not
Charlie
fly.
and Aaron Jr. Okay. Charlie and Aaron Jr.
Oh no, it does fly. It has a flying
being
speed
one
of 30 feet.
entity. Take
If
flight.
it has legs, it walks. If it doesn't have legs, it can move. So it can fly. So the pants would walk. Everything else would fly.
I'll say for flavor, it's almost as if like it's an invisible guy wearing a shirt or like something like that for all the other parts. So it moves as if it's like an average height person.
Very good.
But yeah, so Aaron Jr. and Charlie, yeah, AJC will take off towards the marketplace from their perch upon the lamppost. Marcus, Mary, do you go to meet at the market?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said I was sticking with the birds.
Alright.
Marcus gets off his pedestal, and I remember, my friends, repent, and Jesus will forgive.
Repent.
Repent, repent, repent.
Pants.
I'm sticking with the birds.
Repent.
Prince.
That's all you get.
Just flying myself.
Alright, so you eventually make it to the marketplace, where you find Bruce.
Bruce is sweating.
Bruce.
How do you look?
The bird will have like landed on a nearby like
Oh, it already knows how to fly? Wow.
market stall. Yeah, it seems like it's in short bursts though. Those of you that were like following behind the bird to
He's
the
like a turkey.
marketplace, yeah, like he takes off for a little bit, very not gracefully at all, and then lands and then has to take off again, and it's very touch and go. But the bird
I'm
will be
trying to
near
like
you.
coach it since I cast fly on myself.
Okay. Seems to be like staying up a little bit longer each time, but only by like a few seconds. When the bird lands and you ask like how did he look, Charlie makes like what almost sounds like a seagull noise, like that, like a laugh.
Oh, perfect. That is fucking great.
I'm so proud.
All right, last lesson. This one's going to take 2 seconds to do. So don't even worry about it. We'll be back before they're done digging that hole. I'd just like to look for like a pet shop of some kind, someone like selling an animal, even if it's like a bird in a cage or something.
Yeah, there's a stall not far away. They're selling a bunch of like caged chickens.
I'd like to buy one of the chickens.
Okay. So you head on over and the guy's just like, 5 silver.
All right, I'll give it to him, and then I'll walk away and I'll take a knee and I'll go to AJ and Charlie and I'll say, "See this cage? I open it up and let the chicken just run loose. Don't let anyone ever cage you up. All right, your freedom is the most important thing. All right. Now you listen to people that like your dad or Mary or even me, but you don't always have to listen to me because I got a lot of bullshit that I say. But that's because you like us, not because you're in a cage and you're forced to listen to us to survive. All right. So I hope today, I have a roundabout way of showing it, but I hope I taught you a little something."
Charlie and AJ, they nod and they look at you with what seems to be admiration.
All right, wings in.
They put their wings in.
All right. 1, 2, 3, wings, and then I'll baka as I raise my hand.
They both caw.
Well, Marcus, our contract is all done.
All right.
You've got some learned gentlemen on you.
Very good. I'm glad to hear it. How's Aaron Jr. feeling about the brothel?
Do you think that like that whole thing between them is just like forgotten? They seem to have enjoyed it.
Very good. All right. Is it time to go back?
Before we leave the market, I want to look for a butcher stall.
Okay, easy enough.
Time to terrorize the community even more.
I'm gonna buy the 2 biggest steaks I can find.
Okay. They charge you like 2 gold. And there's some pretty fat steaks.
That's $200.
Very good. I'm gonna toss one to each of the one to each of the heads.
They just start tearing it up. And they seem really happy.
I mean, Beck, have you ever seen the price of like a tomahawk steak?
No, actually.
This is expensive.
Yeah, those things are expensive. Also, too, you can get like whole pork bellies and like whole shoulders of cows, and those things are even just buying like a pig, like buying a fucking pig to roast.
That's expensive.
That's expensive. as shit.
Buying 2 tomahawk ribeyes from Omaha Steaks is $200 exactly. So
No, from Omaha Steaks.
Yeah.
Straight from Omaha.
I've been wanting to use their thing to like order meat one day and just like get a grilling going.
I've thought about it.
I've considered it. I've contemplated it.
But the real question,
Good money.
Dylan, is did being like northern cuisine better than southern cuisine?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, there's not many things that are northern that I'm a big fan of. That except for pizza. Like, I'm sorry,
I'll
but
make some good macaroni up there. Let me tell you.
you said what?
Good macaroni up there.
Good macaroni up here.
Yeah.
I mean, the 2 of us crushed Annie Ann's.
If you go to like a
Annie Ann's
soul
is everywhere.
Yeah, Annie Ann's is everywhere. That's a
This
chain.
true.
We don't worry about chains. If we want to talk about chains that are better in the South than they are in the like, I'd rather a Krispy Kreme donut than a Dunkin' donut any day.
Dunkin's awful.
I do
We have
not
both
agree.
here.
Can't believe they
is
had
a
Dunkin'
no
Donuts
bueno.
during the Wild West times.
No, no, but they do have a Bruce box.
Yeah, we've got a
Bruce Box.
Yeah, there's a Bruce
Well,
box
they
in
don't-
Glacier Break.
It said coming soon. He's never been back to open it.
Yeah, that's true. He's never been back to open. He only had one person contact him too.
You gotta go open it, Brew. Oh well, you
we
know. the
will.
band. Oh, you know what? When we open again, we can just advertise it.
Yeah, holy fuck and a Thorin tribute band will open.
Yo,
We'll open the store.
holy fuck! Drinks from Holy Buck.
Yeah, it sells itself.
Oh, holy fuck, Bruce Buck.
Holy fuck, Bruce Buck. Yo, what if you made your own currency there too? You come in, redeem Bruce Bucks
Bruce
to get like a coffee.
You can call them Bitcoins or Bruce Coins.
Did you just
Bruce
invent
Coins.
coupons?
How about some big gold?
Yeah.
Shut up, Dust.
What are you talking about?
And like
ridiculous.
It's the future.
instead of like having free Wi-Fi, you could just have sending stones there.
Except
No,
sending
but-
stones only go to one specific other stone.
Not these ones. They're networked.
They're not, yes.
Networked sending stones.
With the help of the Cobalt Caravan.
Wait, are you telling me that Bruce simultaneously invented Starbucks and Twitter.
And the internet cafe.
Twitter.
They just came up with that, you
And the
motherfucker.
internet cafe. I don't know, man. I mean, it's got his name on it. It's Bruce Bucks. It's not Marcus Bucks. That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, Tesla.
I'm literally about to go fucking
Cool
like
footage
orange
of
party
Bruce
in your
inventing
ass.
Twitter.
I am the Edison to your Tesla.
I'm about to be fucking Rockefeller. You just wait.
You said I'm the Edison to your the Wizard of Menlo Park, more like the Thief of Menlo Park.
Yeah, bro.
Ford.
You said what about Ford?
I said, I guess that makes me Ford.
Henry.
Harrison.
Henry.
Fuck your mass production.
You know he was a Nazi, right?
Was
Henry
actually a
Ford?
Nazi?
He was. He
Henry
was
Ford.
a vivid
Henry Ford was a
supporter.
Nazi?
He was a vivid
No.
supporter of the Nazi Party.
I mean, so is Walt
No.
Disney.
Yeah,
I
so
was about to say,
Walt
so
Disney.
was Walt Disney.
Yeah, but but Hitler said in an interview that he actually despised Mickey Mouse as a cartoon and hated Walt Disney, even though Disney supported him. There was a whole interview where he was like, "I will never have myself associated with a filthy rat," and he was referring to Mickey Mouse.
But the thing, almost like Jarvis is German.
Schweinhut.
Schweinhut.
Oh shit! Wait. What side
Oh,
is
God.
it on the World Wars?
Yo, I can't wait until we do the next campaign where it's all World War II based, and Jarvis is a member of the F.
Mecha Jarvis.
One shot.
Rocket
Comes
like
the-
1912.
Oh my God! Yeah, if Jarvis invented the V2 rocket.
By the time of World War
Jobs
II,
is
Jarvis would be Atom Smasher.
Yeah, it was
don't-
Mecha Jarvis.
Bro, he could invent super concrete.
Oh God, not the super concrete.
I reinvented the Greek's concrete.
Roman.
It was Roman.
Yeah, it's
Greek
the
fire is what you're thinking.
the German
Roman
super
concrete.
concrete is based off of the Roman concrete, but the problem is that it's not the exact same thing, and we only recently just figured out how the Romans did it. We're probably never going to figure out how the Nazis did it.
Yeah, the Romans did it with seawater.
There was a lot of
The big building that
Quick lime and
Hitler
seawater
wanted to make
specifically.
wouldn't have even been able to be supported by the Roman concrete. And they were
Oh,
going to try to make it with
the
German
giant
concrete.
Pantheon. Yeah.
Yeah. The one that was so big that it would have had its own weather.
Yes, yeah, I remember seeing that. And then what was crazy was they actually in Wolfenstein they did it. Like he actually made it. And they did
Yeah.
it with the super concrete that they stole from the Ardat Yachi or whatever the fuck they're
Well,
called.
and they made the rat or whatever the tank was called.
Oh, the mouse.
mouse
That's
tank,
it.
yeah.
So the mouse tank. Yeah, yet another failed Wunderwaffe.
That wasn't actually failed, though.
It was not cost effective.
Well, no, because only 2 were made. And one was complete and one wasn't.
Yeah, and they also tried to make it at the tail end of the war when they had no resources.
Correct.
Yeah, so
Correct.
no, I was right. It's the rat. The mouse is the one that they actually made. It was 188 tons.
Yes.
They wanted to make one called the rat, which was 1,000 tons.
Okay.
Oh my god.
And what did it have? Like a double main cannon or some shit like that?
Oh, yeah. It
It's
was,
had
like,
2 of them.
it was like fucking humongous.
Yeah, its main cannon was just the Gustav.
It had the firepower of a railway gun,
A fucking
but it was the
Gustav,
size of
bro.
a
Second,
tank.
the first purple tank is the mouse.
Oh,
The second
yeah,
is the
yeah,
tiger.
yeah. I see that. That's actually fucking ridiculous. Like, what? At that point, just make mechs.
Or make a railway gun that you already had.
Yeah, but then they destroyed the Gustav.
The fucking Gustav was a failure, bro.
What are you talking about? That thing pounded
When it wasn't destroyed.
when it wasn't destroyed. Yeah, so for a while it worked fine. It had pretty good accuracy too.
Yeah, except it's on a railroad track, and it took like, what, 18 trains to fucking pull it?
Tomato.
Damn, that is pretty bizarre. Success.
Imagine.
No, honestly though, like at that point, like that's just too big. They should have just made a fucking mech.
They didn't have like the fucking Panzer Soldats.
Yeah, they should have just
Japan
made
wasn't
Panzer
invented yet. They
Soldats.
couldn't make a freaking mech.
What do you mean Japan wasn't invented yet? It was one of their allies. Dustin, do you hear yourself?
Of course,
The Japan we know didn't exist yet because to recover
of course
from
mechs weren't invented.
Look,
Freaking-
anime wouldn't have existed if we didn't nuke them. So if we nuked them earlier in the war, then they could have made anime during the hard times and recovery from the nuclear bombs. Then they could give
Exactly,
the Nazis
and
the idea to
then
make
mechs
mechs,
would have been made.
and then the rat would be the
Right.
Ratten Mecha, and then it would.
But then the Americans wouldn't have been able to use their fucking fleet as target practice after the war.
Then One Piece would have been over by now.
Oh yeah, and One Piece would have been.
One
over.
Piece would have been over. Maybe. It's a solid maybe.
That's a solid maybe. All right. So at this point, after that
In Wild
tangent,
West.
you guys would have made it back just as they were finishing up the grave. So with everyone reunited and the grave dug, you are able to begin the service.
if we finished digging before the others got back, Walter would have started working on a tombstone.
Yeah, you would have like just finished as they were like you would have seen them out in the distance and you were like just starting in on the tombstone. So, yeah. And also like they reach just as you're putting the finishing touches and you now have the hole and you have the tombstone.
It's Walter. Oh, fuck, he doesn't have. I didn't come up with a middle name. He does have a middle name though. It would be his father's name probably. Let me. Edward. Walter Edward Smith. Walter Edward Smith. And then under that, Hero, and then above the name, Prime Walter Edward Smith.
Prime Walter.
Prime Walter.
Oh
Amazing.
shit! Walter's middle name's Ed. I didn't realize that.
Wait, Ed would just see the ED and he'd just be like, "Wait, your middle name is my name?
Your name
you're
is my name.
You're
too?
Elthar. My dad's name is Edward.
Right? No, I know I'm Elthar, but I mean, your middle name is my
Could be
nickname.
shortened to it. Yeah, it never occurred to me before.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, crazy coincidence.
It's like we were meant to be friends.
Yeah. Almost like fate.
Almost like fate.
Alrighty, so how you guys going about this service?
Well, I was gonna ask, but I kind of was muted. Do you want any additional languages written on there?
No, just that, and then Walter would put in like some minor dwarvish runes around it, around like the like you know the when it's like the stereotypical curved tombstone.
Mhm.
Like some dwarvish runes around that.
Right, and it says "speak friend" and enter. Right.
Elvish.
Perfection.
I know.
So, the guy that we're mourning, right? He's the one that gave me the Chex Mix, right?
No,
No.
you
No.
never
That was a different person.
you never met this me.
I thought I was. I thought I what I did.
No,
Yeah,
you've only known
mourning-
me like this.
Gotcha.
And
bad.
we're technically mourning the passing of the corpse of Walter.
The way I see it, it was like another me. Like, yeah, I have all the same memories and such. Just and like I guess I have the soul too. But if it's still like like if we continued to both live, we'd end up as separate people.
Not really, because technically only one of you could be living at the same time.
Well, not what I'm getting at. If we were both alive simultaneously, we would become separate people.
I mean, theoretically.
So in a way, he's kind of like a brother.
Well, if you want to get weird about it, more like a clone.
I'm going with brother.
Whatever.
I guess I go up to him and I say, I really don't know who I should be grieving for. You're here and he's over there. You were a pretty cool dude, even though you're still alive. I guess I'll walk back because I'm very confused.
Fair enough.
Actually. Though when I first heard of Walter, I was intrigued, since I was told that he was a craftsman like me, but was not quite clear on what his training was. That being said, getting to know him in his new life, in a way, has been refreshing, and we have made quite a bit together. Though I'm not sure how things would have been if he was still human. Though I doubt much would have changed. Jarvis will step down.
All right. Ed will say, I got something to say, but I'm gonna go last.
I guess
Fair enough.
I'll say something. I know this might seem weird to all of you, having a kind of a funeral for yourself.
But to the choir.
But that me lived a life, set out on an adventure to be a hero, and he basically died in the defending Austin. A few months later, I wake up in Washington with the same memories and experiences and skills, just different. The life that he could have lived will never come to pass. But had he keep living, I wouldn't be here either. I'm sorry it wasn't you that got to be here. Step back into the kind of like the group.
I could say a quick thing. It's weird seeing you get buried, because I feel like even when I saw you before we knew that it would be a possibility to bring you back, it didn't feel real. So I'm just glad we are where we are, and I'm glad we're putting this to rest in a way. Then I'll step back.
Marcus will step up. It was very painful seeing one of my first friends him go the way he did that night. In the back of my mind, I knew that for what he died for was more honorable than something I could have done. But at the same time, I felt empty because of the friend I lost. I blamed myself that I couldn't save him. And I've still made those same mistakes leading up to where we are now, but I'm thankful to have my friend back. But I'm also thankful to say goodbye to this one, knowing of the memories that we shared and how you can rest easy. And now you, Walter, can start your new chapter again. And I hope this never happens again. And he steps down.
I didn't know you then, and I don't know you too well now, but it seems to me that the one from, and I mean no offense here, the most humble beginnings of the people in the group learned the most about what it means to be a hero and what that sacrifice entails. If y'all are right, if some of you are right, maybe I have known you, but not me. So in a way, I also kind of empathize with the different person thing. And I don't know what else to say. I'll step down.
All right. How's everyone, right? I'm just making sure before I have Ed do his thing.
Yeah, that should be everyone.
The birds.
The birds
Unless
take the
Granny's
stand.
gonna
Unless,
say
yeah, unless
some word
Granny
there.
wants to say something.
Yeah, sure. Granny will. Well, besides that, the new Walter looks different from the Walter I remember, but he was very young, so he was bound to look different anyway. And honestly, with these old eyes, you could have fooled me that you were a dwarf. I mean, you sprouted up a lot more from when you were this high, and she kind of like
No, she
brings
came
her
and
hand
visit a
down
couple
low.
times as he was growing up.
Right,
She's
yeah,
seen
but
him
she
as
like, you know.
she's seen him like probably the last time she saw him prior to being here was probably about when he was 16 or so.
Yeah. So I mean, you haven't gone through all of your puberty. You haven't gotten to like sprout up way too much yet, you know. So, but much like the current Walter, the old Walter was a kind young man, and always with his head in the clouds, so to speak, but not in a bad way. He always wanted, and I assume still does, to do great things and help folk. And bless you, Jesus bless you. And oh, I'm bad with words, but he made me proud, and you make me proud, and that's all I really gotta say. And then she kind of like shuffles off.
Granny.
And then Ed'll kind of walk up and, so, I'm gonna be honest. I forgot what the original Walter looked like, because we've been traveling with this one for a while, and he looks a lot tougher, and the fact that this kid is the one who first wanted to go on this adventure with me. There's no greater bravery than that, and he seems kind of like choked up, and then he pulls like a cask of ale out of the bag of holding, and he's like, "This one's for you, Walter," and then he pops it open and then just pours the entire cask of ale out like for Walter.
Question.
Walter kind of like pats him on the back. He's like, "Thanks, Ed."
Pour that on Walter. As I say that, I point to the body, then I point to Dwarf Walter.
What?
Should you pour it on Walter as pointing to the
No,
body?
we're different people.
Walter?
Sure, is pouring
That
it
was
out
that was a
ground out
me
of
what?
respect.
That wasn't an Ed what, by the way. He's just been standing there silently pouring the cask of ale out. He's essentially like standing on the edge of the grave and pouring it into the grave. If you guys hadn't specified if you lowered the body yet or not, but I imagine
Yeah,
if
it's
the
already in
body's
there.
Oh yeah, then yeah, he's just pouring it out into the grave.
What is
Amazing.
the volume of that thing?
Oh, it goes on for a while. He says absolutely nothing. He just kind of like with a single tear in the corner of his eye, pours the entire thing out, and it takes like a good 5 minutes before finally the last of it starts to trickle
Just
out.
a weird silence.
You said what?
If Walter was still in that body, would he be drowning?
With the amount of alcohol, yeah, probably. Amount of ale.
Amazing.
And then he'll just take it and kind of restopper it and put it off over to the side, and he's just he gives one final nod towards Walter's body, and then just kind of rejoins the group.
All right.
Right. I guess we start putting the dirt back.
I whistle over Zeus.
Yeah, Zeus zooms on over.
And he begins putting the dirt in.
All right, yeah, he just he starts going rapid fire with it as dogs do.
Oh, he's smart enough to know not to scatter it every fucking where.
No, he's not scattering it everywhere, but it's very controlled, but he's going from the top of the pile and expertly shooting it back into the hole.
Yeah.
There's a lot of little plops every so often until a decent amount of the dirt gets put in there, so like a clump of dirt will go down, you hear that because of all of the ale.
I think there's a rock in there.
Yeah, there's a little rock.
Oh crap, I crushed the sternum.
But eventually you do manage to fill in the grave, and with how much was poured in there, a lot of the dirt is kind of it's very moist, very soft. It's kind of soaking up.
Very aily.
Ed, what's the volume of that keg?
A keg.
I don't know. I just kind of it's keg size. I bought it.
How
Poured
big
it down
is the
there.
keg?
Egg sized.
I mean, a keg is 15.5 gallons.
Oh god.
A keg is a standardized type of barrel, much like all the other kinds of barrels, like casks.
Yeah. Is that cask 5 gallons? Or is that a bunt? I think that's a bunt.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I forget.
I'll take a few seeds, kind of scatter them about the kind of the dirt, and then cast druid craft to kind of grow them a bit faster, so they start blooming.
Yeah, you
I
start
don't
doing
remember.
that, and as you're doing that, a little a little crow flies down and like pecks a few of the seeds, but as like they start to grow, he kind of just like hops away from them and stands off to the side and is kind of like bobbing his head and looking to see if there's any other seeds.
I'll cast Speak with Animals. Sorry. I know crows can hold funerals. We're holding a funeral. So those seeds weren't for eating, but I can find you something.
The crow looks at you and it says nothing, but you notice a red glint in its eyes and it turns around and craps on the grave.
Oh, snap.
Jarvis's arms.
I dissonant whispers the bird at 4th level.
Wait, what do you do?
Wait,
Dissonant
what did you say?
whispers the bird at 4th level.
Does Dissonant Whispers have an
Okay.
intelligence minimum? Because I know some
No.
spells do.
Not for dissonant whispers.
Hold on.
It has an if it's deafened, it doesn't work. Otherwise,
It has to make a whiz save.
It's gotta make a whiz save. Alright,
At 4th level, Jesus Christ.
it's the highest I have left after I teleport circled.
what
I
about
was about to
Raven?
fire an arc stab.
Now, my question is if whatever is giving it the red eyes is listening in, is it hearing the dissonant whispers?
Oh, you just Dissonant Whispers a hag? Oh god.
Oh, snap.
Well, the hag might have heard the whisperings, but it's not taking the brunt of it.
Yeah, it's not the target, but it would hear whispers probably. A 5 is is 5 the roll?
Plus
The
1.
DM
If he's
was
looking at a
headset.
Raven's wisdom, I think that's a Raven's wisdom. Yeah, Ravens have a plus 1. I think Dylan's making a secret save for the hag.
His headset died.
Rip.
His headset died.
Hate to see it.
Indeed.
Oh, that means
So
the
is it-
DM's gone.
Let's-
Everyone rolling in.
Everyone, quickly, win the game.
Oh, damn it.
What are you saying? Silence. No, nobody roll initiative.
Roll to win. Got a 14.
Roll to eat my booty. All right. All right, hold on.
That is garbage.
That
Ass
is
damage.
such a low roll.
Jesus Christ.
That would have killed
Um,
Walter, though.
66 and rolled an 11.
So the crow fails and just like seems to be racked with pain, and then it just kind of like falls over.
Its
dead.
brain probably exploded.
Is there blood coming out of
Well,
the ear
I
holes?
want to
Yeah.
imagine it just puffs into a
There's
bunch of
blood
feathers.
coming out like its eye holes and its ear holes, and it's just
It's psychic damage,
It's-
not anything physical.
yeah. And there's like some coming out of like its little nostril beak holes as well. But it is dead. You are unsure as to whether or not that affected whatever might have been listening.
Probably got a mild headache.
I mean, we can try it, see if we can experiment, see if Pip's affected, if Jarvis is affected while listening through Pip.
How about we don't destroy my little buddy?
Let's do it.
It's for science, Jarvis. I thought you'd be for that.
Yeah. We could do an easier one.
Science.
What easier? What are you gonna do?
It's the level 1.
He blinded
3d6.
With
I
science.
could still kill Pip.
It could, but based on that
Could Pip die, though?
7d6, it's fine.
Could Pip get affected though? Isn't he like a robot?
Yeah, it's a construct. I don't think he's affected.
Hold on. Can he be psychic damaged?
You'd have to look at the stats.
Yes, he can.
Yeah, he can.
It's poison that can affect him.
Bacon gay.
Climber.
But yes, you killed the bird, and there's just a bird corpse. You look at him. Look at him. Watch.
I'll look at Charles and AJ and be like, "You guys got some dinner?"
They will flap over and then just grab the raven like Charlie will pick up the raven and then they'll just kind of like rip it in half and
There's
then
less
they
than a
rip
1%
it.
chance of rolling that low or lower. It's
That means
way
we're
below average.
gonna have good odds fighting that beast next time.
That should count as arena points.
The average damage is 21 on 66.
You said the average damage on 66 is 21.
Yeah, and I rolled 11. There's less than a 1% chance of rolling 11 or lower.
That should definitely count as arena points.
Just out of curiosity, I'm gonna roll another one.
Slimer, stop it.
Well, now that's done.
Yep, the raven has been consumed.
That's like the opposite of what you rolled.
Yeah, no, those two rolls exactly make the average.
Who wants to help me make a sensor's hat faster?
I can attempt.
I don't know anything about making stuff, but if there's any way I can assist, I'd be glad to.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's something you can do.
Gonna attempt and end up setting back the project.
Well, you did help me before, right?
Don't think so.
Right.
For some reason, I have a good understanding of magic, but I don't know anything about making things. Well, that's not true. I know how to create things,
Bruce,
but not how to craft things.
Well,
Yeah.
Bruce and Walker help me. That's what I meant.
I
can help you.
Create a manual on making a hat of mage armor.
You should create a manual on making a hat of mage armor.
Oh, which reminds me.
But a
Walter,
blueprint for a hat of mage armor costs more than 180 gold.
I can explain the process, which would probably cost you nothing.
So does create object. the creation song of creation.
But would that even work?
I don't know.
Ah.
It's like asking
That's
to make a manual goblin, a golem manual.
No, because that is a magic item, and in Performance of Creation is non-magical items.
Oh, so
Manual of Golems is an actual magic item.
You could performance creation a blueprint for the creation of a magical item, but not the magical item itself.
Right, and that's why I'm saying the Golem one's weird, because it is itself. A Manual of Golems is itself a magic item in the DMG.
Right. Well, because it's a type of magic, and it teaches you how to. Yeah. So.
But as I was saying, if you guys could just help me out with this, we can get the centers. Actually, if Mary, Bruce, and Walter help out, we can get it done in a couple days.
What would it be, Dylan, for me to see if I even think I could help with this, with not knowing anything about crafting?
I guess
just for
maybe
her to see how she thinks she would do.
I guess make like a general intelligence check.
Okay.
Yeah, you feel like you could reasonably help. Actually, you have an idea of how you think you could help. what that idea is up to you.
But legitimately speaking, yeah, if both Walter, Bruce, and Mary help out, we could finish this up in 2 days.
Don't we have like a 2-week timeline on getting a bunch of money though?
Yeah, but we could, with your help, we can make Center a lot better.
I'll have to get his hit as often as I used to.
You know what I mean? That's more of a soft deadline, whereas the other's a hard deadline. I don't think we should have
No.
everyone focusing on it.
I understand. This is more so just to get this project out of the way, so I have more availability to do other things.
Like each person you add is actually speeding it up less.
Diminishing
It's actually having
results.
the time entirely.
Yeah, but that's still diminishing returns. Say it started at 8 days, you added one person and it goes to 4, that loses 4. You add another person, you're only saving 2 more days. You add another person, you're only saving 1 more day.
Do you know how
The more
much this would
people
have
you-
taken if it was just me?
I understand that, but I'm still saying that you don't need everyone working on it.
He wants double affection.
It's not efficient.
No, it's very efficient.
It's
Not
very
sounding like
efficient
these
for
guys
making the
wanna
one
help.
thing, not for accomplishing anything else we need to do on that long list.
I'm saying if we do, all of it just be 2 days.
So Jarvis wants all of you to contribute so that it could get done in 2 days, but that would be you guys using 2 days.
Where no one else can accomplish anything.
Right.
Because he wants everyone working on the one thing.
I mean, if
Sounds like
if
2
these guys
days
don't
we
wanna
could be
help.
doing bounties or hunting near small monsters near Austin.
I mean, it's not like when you're not doing stuff, because you've done it before, Anton, where while you guys were like traveling and then in between combat and stuff like that you were still working on it. So, I mean, you could still do the stuff with them. I mean, yeah, like 2 days. How many days is it at this point? Like right now, if it's just you and Center?
4.
4. So I mean, like if it's just you and Center, then 4, and then like what if Mary was helping as well, but while you guys are also accomplishing external goals, what would it be, like 3?
What it was if it was you said it was if Mary, Marcus, and Bruce were all helping as well, it would be 2. So you're adding 3 people to it to cut it in half.
No.
Such a big baby.
Not cutting it in half. Each person cuts it in half.
It's a logarithmic scaling thing.
So why were you saying it would be 2 days if everyone was working on it? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm not sure how this stuff works. This is like the first time I'm dealing with it as a DM, so I don't know
wouldn't
off
it
the
be
top
half
of
a
my
day?
head.
Holy shit. There's a big storm outside.
Because if you're saying it's half a day, that's worth it. If you're saying adding 3 people, it's still 2 days, which is only saving 2 days.
No, I'm saying we can complete it in 2 days if all of us are working on it together. Otherwise, it would take 30 more days.
Wait, but it's 4 with you and Center. So then cut it in half when we add 1.
No, it's not 4 with me and Center. With me and Center,
Then why
it's
did you
30
say
more
it was
days.
4 with you and
Wait, yeah, you just said I
Yeah,
asked that question.
Yeah,
No, I missed. We've completed only. Okay, I misspoke because I wasn't.
Oh,
looking
you've
at-
only done 4 days worth of progress.
Yes.
Okay, so he's only done 4 days worth of progress, but if everyone contributed, then it would only take 2 more days. That would have been 6 days total of the 30 additional days it will take.
Yeah.
See, now that does seem, I guess, more cost effective in terms of helping out Center. But is there a rule where if all of you are actively helping, how much time a day do you have to spend on that? Do you have to spend?
It's a full 8-hour day, I believe, in Xanathars.
Yeah.
Let me grab
That is correct.
So you have to spend 8 hours working on it. But then that means that you still have technically 16 hours in the day, and if 8 of those are for a long rest, you could potentially still get other stuff done? Or am I just...
No, that's accurate. Math works like that.
Right, so as long as... Let's say tomorrow, right? Like, let's say tomorrow you guys started this, and everyone was actively contributing. Then, if for whatever reason you weren't able to do, I don't know, a full 8 hours worth, I don't know if this is how the rules are written, but like, let's say you only do 4 instead of 8, and then you did the next 4 tomorrow, you'd still only need to do 8 more the next time after that.
Yeah.
Or am I bugging?
No, that sounds accurate.
So I mean, like, it could be done, but that's only if like everyone actively wants to contribute to it. But even if you only had one more person, you said, as it stands with you and Center, 30 more days. So if you had one other person, if Mary was helping, then it's 15. Right?
15, and then add
Right.
another half again. So that would be...
It starts off with 70, since it's a rare item. And you half that to 35. And another
35.
person halves it again.
No, you don't have the total now because you've taken off 4 days. You have what's the remainder.
Right, and the remainder is 30, 31. Well, no, you're working on it today, and you already did 4, so 30.
No, you said because the total was 70. They put 4 out. They put 4 days in so far. Total.
Is that also counting today?
Yeah. So they've done it for you've done what? You've done 2 days, but it's 2 for each of you, is what you're saying, because it doubles.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's at 66, which would have to 33 because it's 2 of you working on it. Which if you add Marcus, that goes down to 16. If you add Bruce, that goes down to 8. If you add Mary, that goes down to 4. So adding 3 goes down to 4, not to 2.
My bad. 4 days then.
4 days is a lot of time when it comes to 2 weeks.
Especially when we have a laundry list of other stuff we need to be getting done.
It's very true.
But
There are temporary solutions though for Dustin's armor problem until he can get it. In
He
terms
is a
of not
sorcerer. He's not proficient in armor.
Well, no, don't humans? Unless that's just Baldur's Gate
That's
3.
just
don't
Baldur's
humans,
because they get
Baldur's
the
Gate.
+1 to everything that was removed because it was changed to doing classes for ability score increases.
Maybe you can bring it to the college and maybe hire someone there, like hire one of the
So you
students
could
to
probably
like
get a bunch of
yeah.
helping hands.
You can hire that Patterson guy.
No, you can't hire that Patterson guy.
Patterson would get it done in an hour.
You cannot hire that Patterson guy.
Well,
I
what
don't
if
know
he
this
gets it
Patterson
done?
guy.
Bruce, what if he gets it done quick though?
All right, only if he gets it done quick. But if he's like, oh, I could do the same thing that Bruce can do, yeah.
That wasn't nasally enough for
Well,
Patterson.
I can technically do what Bruce made.
So, wait. What does the magic item do again?
It is a special hat that allows the wearer who is attuned to it to cast mage armor. But the kick is, instead of making it an AC bonus of 13 plus dex, it is 15 plus dex.
Okay, so in the interim, right? And I'm surprised that none of you have considered this since I've been so lenient with the allowing of learning new and other spells. It's not impossible for sorcerers to learn mage armor, is it? That's not exclusive to.
I thought he already had access to mage armor.
He doesn't.
He doesn't. That's why you were making the hat. I thought you were making a basic hat of mage armor, not a bonus mage armor.
I was making something fucking better.
One of you, well, that is better, and in the long term, that can definitely improve when mage armor doesn't work anymore. But for the time being, why don't one of you teach him mage armor? Why didn't you buy?
Let's just teach him mage armor. It'll take way less time. The hat can be a long-term project.
Yeah, like I'm sorry, and that's not even just on Jarvis. The fact that nobody else considered that, like, yeah, why don't we just teach him mage armor?
Well, I thought they were just making a hat of mage armor.
There's 3 or 4 of us that have below a 12 AC.
But wait, Bruce, do you have mage armor?
Well, let me check. Let me do the old check. I think
Jarvis has mage armor.
I do have mage armor. I've just never used it.
Damn. Looks like we're all morons.
Go teach the sorcerer how to make magical armor.
I mean, well, hold on, wait, because Bruce's AC went down when he switched, right? Because you switched from being an artificer, right? So you can. I like how it says Arcane Grimoire ? Dots thingy. You could, because mage armor, what? You cast it and then it's until the next long rest, right? Or is it 8 hours?
8 hours.
8 hours.
8 hours.
Yeah.
Stop applying Baldur's Gate knowledge.
It has ruined me. It has ruined me. It should just be until the next long rest.
That'd be great, but it's not.
Was it 13 plus your dex modifier? So if you were to cast it, I'm sorry, I'm just fixing your thing real quick.
You're good. You're good.
You would have a 14, which is it's better than an 11.
Yeah.
You mean a 10?
No, I mean.
What is 11?
I just figure I'm so far from melee combat that like I'm more worried about like spells, like my spell mod. You know, I'm not close to melee, so no one's slicing me. But
well, with the thing you just got, it should be.
Yeah, I'll be closer. Definitely have to switch that in.
Well, can I also just say something else? Bruce, mage armor isn't a self spell. You can cast it on him.
Yeah, I could do that.
Oh my god, you can cast it on other people.
You could cast it on Mary. You could cast it on. I think Walter has a shit AC.
I have 13 with the shield.
Oh,
11 without
Walter has
it.
13 because of the shield. Yeah.
I think maybe this was a communication breakdown, guys.
And you know what's wild about all? Too many of you have such a low AC. The fact that I haven't managed to TPK.
It's not concentration. It lasts for 8 hours.
It just takes a spell slot.
Yeah, so you could. Wow. But yeah, so
you
like.
could cast it right before the long rest ends.
Have I fucking killed you guys yet?
I will say.
We do it before long rest. We sleep for 8 hours. It's gone by the time we're done the long rest.
Party is doomed.
Right before the long rest ends.
Oh. I mean, that's if Dylan allows that. I don't know.
But it was taking
He's
us out
allowed
of my
spellcastings to not interrupt a long rest before because we fought during long rests.
All right.
Anyways, so by what Dylan has said, I have the highest AC amongst the group.
What's your AC?
Yeah,
19.
you and.
His AC pushes 20 something when he uses shield.
My AC is also 9.
24. That's ridiculous.
That is just me with half plate and a shield.
Very astonishing.
Are you a warcaster?
Who?
What? No, I'm an artificer.
I know. How are you able to cast spells with a shield and another weapon?
Battlesmith artificer.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that.
he is correct.
anything that is a magical weapon.
Oh, you can use
Or-
it as a focus. Fuck.
Yep.
All right. Well, now that we've recommunicated that,
So
That-
hat will
that-
take the same amount of time, and someone just either has to teach his sensor to cast mage armor or cast mage armor on the sensor.
there you go. There's your temporary solution.
Yeah,
The
just-
hilarious thing
Here's
to me
our
about this
band-aid
whole thing
fix.
is this center isn't even the one with the lowest AC in the group.
What?
He's not.
I've been working on this for the person with an 11 AC.
Mary has a 10.
Mary has
Mary-
a 10. Aaron had a 10, but he had an 11 because of the jacket.
We just live dangerously. That's it.
Mary, you need armor.
You might know how to wear studded leather. We could get you some of that.
We could probably just make it like.
I just have what I woke up in the forest. And this mandolin y'all gave me.
Yeah, we'll just go to the Hunters Association when we get back to Austin, buy some studded leather for Mary, and I'll have to swap my proficiency from shield to half plate. What was the armor? Was it half plate or breastplate that Benny was making for me?
Breastplate's the one that lets you add your dex, right?
Half plate and breastplate. They both do both. They both do the same. It's just one has a couple higher. Breastplate is 14 plus dex, and half plate is 15 plus dex.
15 plus dex, right? All right.
Well, dex max 2, unless you take moderate armor master, medium armor master.
Yeah. But yeah, we could. Yeah, you could reasonably buy Mary armor, teach center mage armor or cast mage armor on him, and Bruce himself can cast mage armor on himself or buy scrolls of mage armor so that he doesn't waste spell slots. But yeah, you guys do have.
He could make
solution.
scrolls of spells of a fucking mage armor?
He could make scrolls of mage armor.
Because what,
Yeah.
that would only take him an hour?
No, it would take him a day.
To make a scroll?
Yeah, it's a consumable.
Oh,
Would you look at that?
I'm thinking about transcribing something into a spell book.
Yeah, the transcription times are like half depending on the type of wizard that he is.
Yeah, but to make a
He's none of the school. Wait, what subclass are you, Bruce? You're not one of the schools,
War
right?
mage.
War wizard.
Yeah, you're not one of the ones that gets the halftime.
War wizards get crazy saving throws and AC bonuses.
Yeah, that's my AC's 11, but it goes up by 6 like all the time.
When you're concentrating on something.
Yeah.
He usually is, though.
And
Oh,
then I
is
can-
that what
And then I can just make it +2 all the time with my reaction.
Alright, to create a cantrip takes time cost is spell level times 2 plus 1 day. So cantrip takes 1 day, first level takes 3 days, second takes 5 days, and so on.
Yeah. Relatively cost effective.
Now, Beck, Order of Scribes wizard gets halftime on spell scrolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, those fuckers like to or just
Yeah, but those are fucking
Scribe-
nerds.
yeah. Scribe
Yeah, they're nerds.
wizards.
They also can
are-
make their fireball do psychic damage instead of fire.
Like I said, nerds.
Nerds.
It's like to throw a
Nerds.
thunderball at you.
Me doing the puppet shifty eye because I'd like to play a scribe wizard at some point.
There's been a couple of arenas that I've almost played a scribe wizard during.
I already know for World War II I'm doing a necromancer.
Damn.
Oh boy.
raise the Jews from the dead.
Mas Christian Necromancer.
No, I always wanted to do a necromancer. Also, World War II will have plenty of bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's nuts because I've always wanted to play Necromancer, and then I made the one for the West March where I only got to play him like in one thing, but I haven't been over there in forever. But I made an old guy, and the whole thing is that he was a cleric of a god, and then he did something to fall from grace, and because of that he was struck with amnesia. And the thing that he did to fall from grace is that he basically, he became a necromancer instead of like just healing people. So now he got like level wiped all the way down to 1, is like 70 years old, can't remember who he is, where he is. All he knows is that he can heal people, quotation marks. And how does he heal them? He waits for them to die and then he raises them from the dead. So he's quite literally the whole joke of, Necromancer is the cleric, but he's the late cleric. But he doesn't know that. He thinks that he's actually helping people. And he's like, oh, gee, my sciatica is acting up again. My hip turn. Ah!
Right, we just gotta put you under first.
I've always wanted to play like a jolly, happy-go-lucky necromancer. That just sounds funny.
Happy-go-lucky necromancer. It's like, sure thing, buckaroo. I'm
He's
gonna
like,
raise you from the dead.
my whole family died. I'll just bring him back.
Yep. Oh, my pet dog died. Bart, oh, look at that. He's back. Hey, Fido.
How's it going, my boy?
I'm feeling some freaking Castlevania vibes from that.
Yeah, it's like a Forge Master, but oh my god.
Now, I have seen, interestingly, Forge Master Artificer subclasses that have been homebrewed.
Oh, that'd be another interesting one to play. But yeah, so since we're like 4 minutes from midnight, and we had Walter's funeral, and we've discovered that Mage Armor is in fact a thing.
Bruce had it.
We'll
Nobody
call
asked
it.
Bruce anything.
That's true. Yeah, nobody asked Bruce. Next time, ask Bruce. Ask the resident wizard for fuck's sake.
I've been waiting till
a few weeks ago.
I've been waiting till we hit till next level so I could take it Mage Armor for Magical Secrets.
I mean,
ask, I'll cast it on you. I got you.
I think 10 is Magical Secrets.
Oh my god, I pick up a wand and I didn't even use it like I wanted to. During the funeral, I was using the Wand of Conducting to conduct sad, mournful music.
Okay, fair enough. I will allow that one.
Mournful music.
Mary could have helped with it. Playing a little funeral dirge number 4.
Yeah, she could have been doing the main stuff, but Walter was doing the background with the
Wand of Conducting is very fun though.
Making the orchestra.
I've never gone to a funeral where they played like actual funeral dirge music. Because
I've been to a funeral that had the bagpipe funeral song.
Oh well, yeah, well that, but like not like I don't know, like I guess like the traditional stuff. Because like for my grandfather, they did, because like my dad was on the force, they had the bagpipe division come out from YPD and play Danny Boy, and then for my friend of the family, he was in the army, so they played taps, and then for my other grandfather, he personally requested that they play that Frank Sinatra song, My Way.
Oh.
Yeah, and then they played a video of like basically like pictures from his whole life as he like from when he was a wee babby all the way up until like he was an old man, and it was good though. Like, so whoever put the video together like really fucking nailed it. So, but yeah, gents, good. I hope you had a good time, and sorry for sucking at poker.
Next session, combat probably.
Next session,
we'll fight over poker.
It's been a while since we've had combat, but I've been kind of like building up to it because there's a couple of things, like
Like a level up.
I'm enjoying it.
what do you mean? You haven't done a story beat since the last one.
Oh,
And I just recently gave you guys level.
Oh, we
9,
just
did I
saved
not?
Walter.
No, oh
What do you
my
mean
god, we
saved
leveled up
Walter?
after we killed the
Walter's
Mafia!
Yeah, you leveled up after you killed the Mafia. That was like 2 sessions ago.
Right?
not
Yeah,
even.
yeah. I don't get nothing for sitting there on the crate.
No,
You know what you get? You can come over here and fan my testicles that are literally swimming in sweat.
I put forward a motion that Tom loses a level for asking if we get a level up 2 sessions after we leveled.
All right, everyone
we're
agree with that?
level drain from earlier
denied.
editions.
Yeah, level drain. I like that.
Whenever you want to craft a magic item, you actually have to spend your levels, like in 3.5.
That would
Isn't
be
it XP,
painful.
not levels?
Yeah, but you can't go down a level. You can go down levels from it, and like higher level magic items, you're basically guaranteed to go down a level.
Yeah. So